Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Service Valley Sabre Dogs Baseball here in 1390 KRRZ. I'm Jared Sluppy and tonight is the final game between these two teams, the Service Valley Sabre Dogs and the Hub City Hotshots. Last night Sabre Dogs won 5-0 thanks to Bradley Spooner with a complete game shutout. He struck out 9 batters with 6 hits and allowed 3 walks. Mason Dennison led the way for the Sabre Dogs offense as he went 3 for 4 with a run and an RBI. And Josh Pano also went 2 for 3 with 2 runs, an RBI, and 3 stolen bases. Taking a look at the second half standings. In the Clark Division, West Nebraska leads with a 3-1 record, a half game up on the Spearfish Sasquatch, who are 2-1. Game up on Fremont and Hastings, who are both 2-2, and Casper is 0-3. As for Lewis Division, it's the Pier Trappers, who are 3-0 on a 3-game winning streak in this half. Sabre Dogs are 2-0 in a half game back. Hub City is 1-2 and 2 games back with Badlands, who is also 1-2. And last is Wheat City. As for the overall standings, West Nebraska is in first in the Clark, 3.5 games up on the Spearfish Sasquatch. As the Pioneers are 23-7, Sasquatch are 20-11. Casper Horseheads are 14-18. They've lost now 4 games in a row. Hastings is 13-19, and Fremont is 11-19. They're 11 and 12 games back, respectively. As for the Lewis division, the Badlands Big Sticks are still in first, despite them being on a bit of a cold streak. They have only won 4 of their last 10 games and lost 2 straight. They're now 23-11. They are 4.5 games up on the Sabre Dogs, who are 17-14, as they have their best record of the season to date, as they have now won 4 games in a row. And they are a game and a half up on the Pure Trappers, who are 6 games out and 16-16. In fourth place are the Hub City Hotshots, who are 13-16. And the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks are 6-25. They have now lost 8 games in a row. They have lost 18 of their last 19. Sabre Dogs trying to get the sweep here against the Hotshots, and then they go on the road to take on the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks in Brandon for a doubleheader tomorrow, starting at 1:35. And then after that game ends up, they'll play again at 4:05. Both of those games will be 7 innings. Then on Tuesday, they'll play again at the regular time of 7:05, with July 1st. The time's being different because it is Canada Day. Then after that, they take on the Whiskey Jacks again at home for another 3-game series. They'll be on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, with the game on the 3rd being at 7:05, the game on July 4th being at 4:35, and the game on Friday being at 7:05. So a very important stretch for the Sabre Dogs. Would love to come out of it undefeated, and if they did, that would put them at 24-14 and in great position to run away with the second half early, as after they are done with the Whiskey Jacks on the 5th, they are done with them for the season, so they really need to take advantage here. They then take on Casper and Hub City, and then they take on West Nebraska for 8 straight games, 4 at home prior to the All-Star break, and then 4 on the road after the All-Star break, which includes a 10-game road stand. So the schedule is about to get tough. I mean, in terms of strength of schedule, you look at everyone in the league, the Sabre Dogs probably have the lowest strength of schedule amongst everybody, mainly because they've had to play the worst team in the league already now 10 times, with 6 more on the schedule. The important games coming up against the Pure Trappers, that won't be until August, though. We'll see if they can stay this hot. As you can imagine, the Trappers are playing the Whiskey Jacks in their current series, as that's the reason why the Trappers are 3-0 and the Whiskey Jacks are 0-3. As for the Big Sticks, got to give them some time. They're 1-2, mainly because they've had to play West Nebraska. And taking a look at the scores around the league for today's games, Badlands and West Nebraska finish up their series later tonight. Casper and Spearfish in the top of the first, scoreless there. Pier and Wheat City in the top of the fourth, and the Trappers lead 8-0 over the Whiskey Jacks, so it looks like they will improve to 4-0 in the second half, and 17-16 on the season. Hastings and Fremont are scoreless in the top of the second, and of course this game, Hub City and Souris Valley, about to get underway here in about 10 minutes or so. We're going to go ahead and take a break. I was able to talk with head coach Corey Thompson and starting pitcher from yesterday, Bradley Spooner. We'll have those interviews and starting laps coming up after this. You're listening to Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Baseball, 1390 KRRZ. Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe. Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better. So Brantley Spooner went a full 9 innings yesterday, didn't allow a single run with just 6 hits and 3 walks. I was able to catch up with him after the game about his performance. This win, final score 5-0. Brantley Spooner here with a complete game, 6 hit shutout. Bradley, how you feeling?
Feeling good. It's a fun time going out there. The team's giving us a win.
For sure. So to me, you seem like it's just whole business. Just goes out there, just gets it done. Is that kind of
absolutely. Get ahead of batters, throw strikes, and most of the time it works out.
How was this one kind of sparked your confidence as a pitcher moving forward?
Oh, definitely won 4 straight. We're feeling good. Our hitters are hitting good. If we can get the back end bullpen, just it's normal. If we have a bad out from the back bullpen, we'll be on point.
What do you think it's going to take for the team to kind of maintain this level of success? You guys are playing really well right now.
Yeah, I think we just need to stay level. Don't do anything special. Stay with our roots. We're good enough to play good. Let's just stick with the basics.
What do you think this team's biggest area of improvement needs to be at the moment?
I don't know. That's a hard question. I would say probably just getting runners in when you have a third or second with 1-0 outs. I'd say just focus on getting that guy in. Don't be selfless.
Here, Brantley Spooner got a complete game shutout with just 6 hits. Pitched fantastically tonight. Really, the bullpen has pitched great all season. What's it like having those guys out there with you?
Oh, it's great knowing that if I get in a jam, they'll come in and clean it up.
You didn't really need him tonight, did you?
No.
Thank you so much for the interview. Appreciate it. Sabre Dogs win at 5-0. We'll let the stats come up. Sabre Dogs coming up against the Hub City Hotshots in about 10 minutes or so. As it has been a great attendance scenario these past few games for the Sabre Dogs. We've reached over 800 for now 4 straight games, as the Sabre Dogs are still 5th in attendance in the league. Would love to get that up here in the next few days. So I was able to talk to head coach Corey Thompson about the team's performance and the state of the club. As Corey Thompson been a fantastic head coach for the Sabre Dogs. I talked to him. Here is the interview that I did with him.
Today's anthem is Miss Evelyn.
Sabre Dogs win it. Final score 5-0. Here joined by Coach Corey Thompson. How do you feel after tonight's win?
Oh, it was good, man. Good way to start the second half. Sorry, Spooner. I keep saying it. My best arm in the league. I haven't seen everybody, but I'm a little biased. But I would say definitely best arm in the league. Then again, still nothing 0, so it makes my job easy.
Absolutely. Mason came out with 3 hits. What did you think of his performance tonight?
Good. He's been a little bit up. That's why he had the last couple nights. Kind of down on himself. Comes out and gets 3 hits. Does it by being out 2 balls. It just shows his versatility and what he brings to the team. He plays hard every day and well deserving of a good day.
You guys have a lot of great talent throughout the entire roster. How do you try to balance out playing time?
Oh man, it's tough. We got basically 2 teams of position players, so it's tough, and you don't want to ride the hot hand because you want everybody to play, but at the same time, you got those core guys that'll do it for you every night, and that's kind of how we're going right now. And guys are still happy, so that's the biggest job is keeping all those guys happy.
To be honest, how disappointed were you when Bradley had that one earned run the other night?
Very disappointed because I knew he was going to make a start, and I knew he was going to give us nothing but zeros. So to have that one on, that hurts him and hurts me because I wanted to see how long it would go. But I think it was 22 innings, something like that. Pretty solid streak right there.
Yeah, that 0-40 ERA can get even smaller after tonight. It's really incredible. How proud are you that he's going to get drafted from the next future season?
100%. Man. The kid, he's proved it year in and year out where he's been. Good arm. Like I said, best arm in the league. we get to division playoff. If we somehow make that, it's a game playoff, and it's his ball. So we just got to get there.
Doing figuring out who's going to play that game will be difficult. Hopefully, you'll be able to. You've been doing such a job getting everybody in there, and I'm sure you'll be able to figure something out. But there's a lot of baseball left to be played. As you know, it's a long season. Got about half the way left. So moving forward, got some guys leaving, some new guys in. What's your strategy with getting new arms in there?
Now, Coach Bridges get here tomorrow. Spooner started out as our closer. Ends up he's a better starter than he was, which is mind blowing. But Colton Bridges would be a guy that we put in the back of the pen with Mavston and have those guys right left. So that helps us tremendously. We'll just piece it together until we get to those late innings. And our guys in the middle have done a really good job. They're strike throwers to keep us in ball games, and hopefully we'll hit.
Mavston had a scoreless outing last time up. That was after Friday. How important was that for him to come back in here and have a confidence booster?
Yeah, it was big time. At the time, which he may not have realized, at the time it was only a one-run game. So I really didn't know that he knew that I know that I trust him to go on that one-run game. And then we put up 8 innings, made it 16-7. So he was going in regardless. And I think he knew that, and he had a lot of confidence going in there with that. Threw like 9 pitches or something crazy. So it was good for him and really good for us to get him back on track.
Dogs are hot.
Dogs are hot.
Thanks, all right, let's talk about how Corey Thompson gave the Sabre Dogs the lineup here this evening. As they're going to lead off with Philip Childs, the left fielder. Batting second is Mason Dennison, shortstop. Batting third and playing right field is Cruz Taylor. Batting cleanup and playing third is Chauncey Callier, with Will McClintock playing first and batting fifth. Batting sixth is the designated hitter, Alex Hay. Batting seventh and playing second is Tyler Courtney. Batting eighth and catching is Justin Henley. And batting ninth and playing center field is Wilson Rubion, with Hunter Rubidoux on the mound. As for the Hub City Hotshots, it'll be Mason King, the shortstop, leading off. Batting second and playing third is Jake Anderson. Batting third and catching is Rob Meidel. Batting fourth and playing left field is Parker Borg. Batting fifth and playing center field is Joe Guidry. Batting sixth and designated hitter is Dylan Johnson. Batting seventh and playing first base is Ian Von Wald. Batting eighth and playing second is Ryan Olson. And batting ninth and playing right field is Colton Cox. The Sabre Dogs, once again, their hitting order: Childs, Dennison, Taylor, Callier, McClintock, Haley, Courtney, Henley, and Rubion. Sabre Dogs going with a strong lineup this evening with a lot of power and a lot of average as well. See if that'll give them their 5th win of the season, with Hunter Rubidoux on the mound. Taking a look at his numbers, he has went 17 innings, 10 strikeouts, 8 walks, 22 hits, a whip of 176, and a record of 1-2 with an ERA of 7.41. So leading off is Mason King for the Hotshots. King played in his first game versus the Sabre Dogs yesterday and went 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Overall, the Hotshots didn't hit well against us yesterday, 6 for 30, batting average of just 200 with 9 strikeouts. No extra base hits, and of course, no runs. Here's the windup in the pitch, and we are underway. That one is hit into right field, and that will be foul by a few feet. Charging over to make the play is Cruz Taylor. Here's the fielding order for the Sabre Dogs. On the mound, Hunter Rubidoux. Catching is Henley. Working from left to right in the infield will be Chauncey Callier, Mason Dennison, Tyler Courtney, and Bo McClintock. And in the outfield, it will be Philip Childs, Wilson Rubion, and Cruz Taylor. Here comes the 0-1. Foul back. Top of the ceiling of the grandstand. Back in play. The count will be 0-2 as head coach Corey Thompson runs down. Makes a running throw to Hunter Rubidoux and misses him by a mile. There's a reason why he's coaching. Oh my goodness. I want to see more of that. That was amazing. The count's still 0-2 to Mason King. On the season, batting .286. And That one misses outside. Try to get him to chase on a slider. So the count is now 1-2. Sabre Dogs now 17-14 on the season after a 4-game win streak, longest of the year so far. 1-2, another slider misses low and away, even the count 2-2. So Rubido's last outing was more of an outlier, was his worst outing, trying to bounce back from that. Prior, he had not had a start where he had given up more than 4 runs. Here's a 2-2. Now one hit in the air, a little blooper, and that will be caught by Tyler Courtney for out number 1. So looking at the Hotshots offense, they're batting .271 on this season, 257 hits and 947 at-bats. Have a collective 173 runs with 44 doubles, 6 triples, and 19 home runs with 142 RBI and 200 strikeouts. So now the batter is Jake Anderson, batting .340 on the season, went 1 for 4 yesterday. First pitch hit well towards center field. Backing up is Wilson Rubion, and that will be caught on the run for out number 2. No one has hit a home run over the center field wall yet this season, as it is 316 to the poles, 356 to left and right center, and 410 straight away center field. That will bring up Rob Meidel. Was 0 for 1 yesterday with 3 walks. Still batting pretty well against the Sabre Dogs. 7 for 21 with 9 RBI. First pitch from Rubido. That one misses outside for ball 1. Meidel on the season batting .313, which is the 3rd best on the team, only behind Parker Borg and Jake Anderson. 1-0. Swing and a miss. That'll even the count at 1-1. So Ryan Thibert and Hunter Frericks both inactive for the Hotshots. Sabre Dogs struggled against both Thibert and Frericks, so a sigh of relief is that one in there for strike 2. Also, Willie Loujois inactive for the Hotshots. He was the leading hitter, batting .412 on the year. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and now in the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Hunter Rubido. We'll bring up the top of the order for the Sabre Dogs in the bottom of the 1st. You're scoreless. We'll be right back. El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show, and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
Scoreless after the top of the 1st. Sabre Dogs hitting order goes as follows: Philip Childs, Mason Dennison, Cruz Taylor, Chauncey Callier, Bud McClintock, Alex Hay, Tyler Courtney, Justin Henley, and Wilson Rubion. As for the fielding order for the Hotshots, on the mound is Stevens with Rob Meidel behind the plate, And from left to right in the infield, it'll be Jake Anderson, Mason King, Ryan Olson, and Ian Von Wald. In the outfield, from left to right, it'll be Parker Borg, Joe Guidry, and Colton Cox. So batting first is Philip Childs for the Sabre Dogs. He went 0 for 3 yesterday with a run, reached via a walk, and he also stole a base. He is now tied for 5th in the league in stolen bases with 14.
Number 19.
He's batting .328 on the season as he has played a total of 16 games for the Sabre Dogs. 22 hits, 14 runs, 5 RBI, and again 14 steals. Here's the first pitch from Avery Stevens. Is that one in there? Strike one. And taking a look at Stevens' stats. As of right now, he has a record of 3-2, an ERA of 7.77, the 4th highest on the team. He's allowed 19 earned runs in 22 innings. This is his 6th start of the season. That one foul down the right field side, out of play. He has 37 strikeouts, which leads the team. 15 walks and 20 hits allowed. Gives him a 159 whip, and he has 15.14 strikeouts per 9 innings. That one misses outside. Make the count 1-2.
Let's go, Phil. You got this, baby.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one just misses outside to even the count, and 2-2. Philip Childs on a tear the past 7 days. Two-two pitch. That one misses outside as well. Make the count full. Trying to get Childs to chase. Avery Stevens, a right-handed pitcher from St. Cloud State, hometown of Sleepy Eye, Minnesota. Here's the 3-2. Hit in the air. That'll stay in play. Shallow right field. That will be caught by Joe Guidry, the center fielder, and that will be out number 1. So now coming to the plate is Mason Dennison, who had himself a very nice day yesterday with 3 singles, a run, and an RBI. Nice bounce back day. His batting average is up to 265 now. It was 241 prior to yesterday. First pitch. In there for strike 1. Sabre Dogs are now batting .256 on the year, went up from a point from yesterday. As here's the 0-1 pitch to Dennison. That one hit in the center field, a base hit, and he continues where he left off yesterday. 4 singles in his last 5 ABs. 264 hits and 1,334 at-bats coming into today's game with 184 runs, 57 doubles, 6 triples, and 19 home runs with 151 RBI and 207 strikeouts and 94 stolen bases. Now batting is Cruz Taylor. Went 2 for 3 yesterday. 2 singles. First pitch misses up and away for ball 1. Mason Dennison on at first base has 9 stolen bags on the season. Cruz is 5 for 8 is 5 for 8 in the second half rather. And 7 for 26 against the Hotshots. We're back over to first. Check up on Dennison. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Runner goes. That one in there for a strike. We're down to second. Not in time. And Mason Dennison has his 10th stolen base. He's now tied for 3rd on the team in stolen bases. The count is now 1-1. Cruz Taylor batting .313 on the year with 24 RBI. One pitch. Hit in the air towards left center field. Over there to make the play is Parker Borg, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. And Mason Dennison will stay at second. That'll bring up Chauncey Callier. Chauncey is tied for 3rd in batting average with a .388 average. He is 6th in at-bats, 5th in runs, 2nd in hits with 45, 1st in doubles with 15, 3rd in home runs with 6, 3rd in RBI with 27, and 3rd in steals with 19.
Get it, Shelton.
Stevens working from the stretch. First pitch to Callier, grounded foul down the third base side. Callier leads the team with a .388 batting average. Yesterday went 0 for 3 with a run and a strikeout. A quick mound visit from catcher Rob Meidel. Callier 10 for 27 against the Hotshots. Batting .370 with 6 RBI and 2 home runs, 4 stolen bases. 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air towards left center field, hanging. And that is going to be off the wall on the fly, and that will be an RBI double by Chauncey Callier. Sabre Dogs are on the board first. Sabre Dogs have been very good in first innings, as they have scored in the first inning in 4 of their last 5 games. That'll bring up Bo McClintock. Didn't have his best day yesterday, went 1 for 4. Still batting .381 in his 12 games with the Sabre Dogs with 16 RBI, which is 3rd on the team. Played 17 fewer games than Chauncey Callier. Only has 9 fewer RBI, and that one in there, strike 1, a breaking pitch. Upper third portion of the strike zone. A 1 pitch. The senior from Point University, that one misses low and away, even the count 1-1. The Sabre Dogs are 14-11 in the month of June. A record of 10-7 at home. 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. I'll make it 1-2. Sabre Dogs are 5-3 against the Hub City Hotshots. 15-10 against loose division opponents. With a record of 17-14. Half a game out. And in second place in the loose division, second half. 1-2 pitch. Foul tip. I've got a piece of Rob Meidel, the catcher. Cal State 1-2. Sabre Dogs are 2-0 in the second half, and 15-14 was their final record in the first half, as the Badlands Big Sticks clinched home field advantage by winning the first half, 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll be strikeout number 1 of the game for Avery Stevens. That will leave Mason Dennison stranded. That'll send us to the top of the second. Sabre Dogs lead it 1-0. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs baseball. Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader. An RBI single by Chauncey Callier makes it 1-0 as Hunter Rubidoux back on the mound for a second frame. First inning, 3 up, 3 down with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. So he'll take on the heart of the Hotshots order with Parker Board, Joe Guidry, and Dylan Johnson. This is Rubidoux's last game of his season. Hoping to finish with a record of 2-2. As of right now, mentioned he has now, after 1 inning of work. He has 18 innings with 11 strikeouts, 8 walks, 22 hits. And his unupdated ERA and whip, 741 and 176. First pitch hit right at the head of Hunter Rubidoux. He ducks out of the way, and it lands in the center field for a base hit for Parker Borg, who has been one of the best Hotshots hitter all season, batting 394. That will bring up Joe Guidry, also having a nice season, batting 311. Outfielder from Spring Hill College, hometown of Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Borg with 3 snag bags on the season as the first pitch misses up and in for ball 1 to the Hotshot center fielder. One 0 pitch. Now misses outside, 2-0. Hunter Rubidoux attends Montana State Billings University along with Sam Powers and Matt Houlihan. That one in there for a strike, as he also goes to school with Hub City Hotshot pitcher Trevin Wells. 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball, misses low and away, make it 3-1. Now the count for Rubidoux. He sets and delivers. In the air, in foul territory, McClintock working over towards the fence, and that will be out into the general admission area. And that will make the count full. The leadoff single by Parker Borg. He stands in on first with nobody out here at the top of second. Then we'll foul back, and we will redo the 3-2 pitch. Rubidoux's last start was on June 22nd against Casper. In 3 innings, 7 earned runs, 8 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Burned him with a fastball in on the hands for out number 1. Prior to that, I mean, like I said before the game, he hadn't had an outing where he allowed more than 4 earned runs.
Next batter, the designated hitter, number 26, Dylan Johnson.
So that will bring up Dylan Johnson. His first AB of the day. First pitch in there, strike 1. Johnson coming into this game batting .226 on the season, went over 3 yesterday. Johnson steps out of the box. He wants time. Stands back in. Here comes the 0-1. Now one grounded foul down the third base side. Corey Thompson, after that interview, just an overall great guy and a great coach. He's been able to balance out the lineups very well throughout the season, trying to get players even playing time to get their stats ready for their respective colleges. And also playing the right players, trying to play in the hot hand whenever they can. Here's a one bouncer to McClintock. He'll touch first and will not throw it down to second, as Borg was already sliding into the bag before he even thought about it.
Next batter, the first baseman, number 33, Ian Von Wald.
It's now 2 down with a runner in scoring position for Ian Von Wald, first baseman tonight for the Hotshots. Von Wald batting just 180 against, or on the season rather. Did not play yesterday. Batting just 1 for 9 against the Sabre Dogs. His only hit was an RBI double. First pitch. That game was in Aberdeen. So that one is in there for strike 1. That was a part of the what was supposed to be a blowout, and it ended up just being a 12-8 final score in the 7-inning doubleheader. 0-1 pitch. The reason why I say that one misses low, he didn't count. The reason why I say it should have been a block because it was 12-0. Sabre Dogs climbed all the way back and almost made it a game. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Ian Von Wald. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Sabre Dogs got on the board first with an RBI double by Chauncey Callier. It was RBI number 28 and double number 16. As that one's fouled out of play. First in the league in doubles, extends that with a double here this evening already and gets RBI number 28 trying to climb up the ladder and possibly get first in another category. The 1-2. Outside, even the count at 2-2. Sabre Dogs will bring up Alex Hay, Tyler Courtney, and Justin Henley in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Now an in on the hands, fouled. Nice jam shot pitch by Hunter Rubidoux. They'll stay 2-2. Rubidoux sets, looks back at second, and delivers. Now misses upstairs to make the count full. Runner on second is Parker Borg. Got a single and reached to second via a fielder's choice. That one fouled back. We'll do it again. Big series here against the Hotshots, trying to finish up with a 5-game winning streak and then 6 straight games against the Whiskey Jacks. Finishing 7-0 in that stretch, definitely not out of the question. 3-2 pitch. Now misses inside, ball 4. Mainly because of how poorly the Whiskey Jacks are playing right now and how well the Sabre Dogs are playing. Got to win here tonight. It would be their toughest test in this 7-game stretch that they have. Finishing out the month of June strong here. First pitch from Rubidoux. Now misses up and in for ball 1. Sabre Dogs gave the Whiskey Jacks their only win in their last 20 games. Actually be 19 games rather, about to be 20 after this game finishes up between Pierre and Weed City as that one misses up and in for ball 2. Pierre leads 10-0 over the Whiskey Jacks. Casper and Spearfish scoreless in the top of the third. Badlands once again leads early against West Nebraska 2-0 in the top of the second. Hastings and Fremont scoreless in the top of the fourth. And here in Minot, North Dakota, Sabre Dogs lead 1-0 against the Hotshots. Here in the top of the second is that one. And there's strike 1 to make the count 2-1. 2 down, runners on first and second for Hub City. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. That one misses low for ball 3. Rubidoux struggling here in the top of the second. In that game versus Casper, seemed like Rubidoux really struggled working from the stretch. Continues here this evening. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Hit into center field for a base hit, and that one kind of hooks into left field. That'll be fielded by Philip Childs, and that will bring home a run, and it is a tied game. RBI single by Ryan Olson. That will bring up Colton Cox. Batting in the 9-hole this evening. Runners now still on first and second. Still 2 down, but now the game's tied. as Olsen's just 5th RBI of the season as that one was in there for strike one. Olsen batting just 209 for that at bat. As for the man at the plate, Colton Cox, he's batting 222 on the season. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one fouled back, now to play, make it 0-2.
Hey, this foul ball is brought to you by Capital RV, all about family, all about fun.
Here's the 0-2. Off-speed pitch. That one fouled down the third base side. Now keep it at 0-2. So basically for the Sabre Dogs, whenever you put Spooner out there, it's almost an automatic win. And as head coach Corey Thompson said, he gets the ball in the play-in game against Badlands. If they do go to the playoffs, then he is definitely getting the ball, as that one is in there, strike three on the inside. Colton Cox doesn't like that call, as he let that one go by him. So the Sabre Dogs give one back, and that will send it to the bottom of the second. Coming up once again is Alex Hay, Tyler Courtney, and Justin Henley. We'll be right back after these messages with more Sabre Dogs baseball.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007. Now tied 1-1 as the Hotshots get an RBI single from Ryan Olsen. That will bring up Alex Hay, leading off for the Sabre Dogs. He's a designated hitter this evening. He has been on fire the past few days, as his batting average has now climbed up to 297 in his 10 games as a Sabre Dog. He batted 281 last year. Sabre Dogs in their Sunday Reds with white pants and baby and navy hats. It's baby blue on the front, navy on the back. Is that one in there for strike one? As for the Hotshots, they have their gray on grays with their red hats. 0-1. Missed outside, even the count 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Fans, a reminder to check out the Service Valley Sabre Dogs YouTube page, where you can find every single Service Valley Sabre Dog game being streamed live. That is the only place you can catch Service Valley Sabre Dogs baseball during road games on the YouTube stream. Now in a fast fly ball out of there, down the third base side near the Trinity trailer over there. Count is 1-2 now. Wind up in the pitch. This is inside, even the count 2-2. First base coach once again is Nick Mastoni, with Ben Bennett being absent. Brock Blockham, the third base coach, head coach Corey Thompson, and pitching coach Justin Mulvaney. 2-2 pitch. That one missed outside for ball three. As for the Hotshots, head coach Jacob Jarrow and assistant coach Lance Fairchild. Stevens working from the windup with nobody on and nobody out. In the air towards right center field. And that will be off the wall. Or did that go over? Yes, it did. It went over. It came back in play. It was off the pole, and That's going to be a solo shot by Alex Hay. That's his second home run of the year. His last one was against the Hotshots in Aberdeen. That was the controversial one that was a good 8-9 feet foul down the right field line. They called it fair anyway, as this one is a solo shot. That is hit number 12, run number 9, home run number 2, and RBI number 13 for Alex Hay on the season. His batting average will climb over 300 after that at bat, as that will bring up Tyler Courtney, the second baseman for the Sabre Dogs. First pitch misses up and in for ball 1. Tyler Courtney keeps getting better and better as he's now batting .211 and just had an atrocious start to his season. He's really getting there. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one misses low for ball 2 from A.B. Stevens. Courtney with 12 hits and 57 at-bats with 11 runs, 3 doubles, and 4 RBI with 3 stolen bases. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one in the dirt. Count is now 2-1. Actually, correction, 3-0. Scoreboard had that one incorrect, and my memory showing how bad it is. Here's a 3-0 pitch to Tyler Courtney. That one in there, strike 1, the obligatory fastball. That one was a little bit closer to the edge than he could have made it, but regardless, it'll be 3-1. That one grounded at the shortstop King. 2 hopper, throw to first in time, so starts ahead in the count 3-0. Unfortunately, gets the ground out for out number 1.
Next batter, the catcher, number 24, Justin Henley.
So Justin Henley now comes to the plate. He is catching for the Sabre Dogs this evening, batting 6 for 57, batting average of 105 for RBI with 7 runs. Here's the first pitch. Misses outside for ball 1. No pitch, and that one in there to even count at 1-1. So no one on with 1 out here in the bottom of the second after a solo shot by Alex Hay. 1-1 pitch. That one misses low and in. Make it 2-1. That one ripped down the first base side, and that one foul. Justin Henley 0 for 6 against the Hotshots. Here's the 2-2. That one misses inside to make the count full. So through the first 2 games of the second half, the Sabre Dogs are batting .389 with 28 hits and 72 at-bats. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for Justin Henley. That is his 17th strikeout of the season. So that'll bring up Wilson Rubion with 2 down.
Number 4, Wilson Rubion.
Rubion batting 5 for 18 against the Hotshots, batting .299 on the season. Outfielder from Paris JUCO. That one is in there, strike 1. 7 runs, 3 doubles, a triple, 6 home runs with 7 runs, 3 triples, 3 doubles, a triple, 8 RBI. I'll get it right eventually. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one is grounded at the shortstop. Once again, Mason King makes the play. Throw to first in time for the final out. So the Sabre Dogs get a solo shot to get the lead back after they lost it for the bottom of the first. We will send it to the top of the third coming up after this. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball, 1390 KRRZ.
iHeartRadio.
Z94 is
Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Sabre River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Sabre River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Sabre River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience. 2-1 lead for the Sabre Dogs. They led off the bottom of the first with an RBI double from Chauncey Callier, then a solo shot by Alex Hay. Coming up for the Hub City Hotshots, it'll be the top of the order: Mason King, Jake Anderson, and Rob Meidel. As the Sabre Dogs were able to go 1-2-3 on those hitters in the first inning. As Rubidoux struggled a little bit in the top of the second, see if he can pick up where he left off in the first inning. Allowed a single, a walk, and another single. Mason King will come to the plate, an infielder from UC San Diego. Teammates of Lonnie Morris and Corey Smith, two Sabre Dogs pitchers.
Leading off the inning for the Hotshots is the shortstop, number 5, Mason King.
Here's the first pitch coming up. And that one misses for ball 1. Andrew Rubidoux so far today having a decent start. Holding on to a 2-1 lead, 2 innings with 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 3 Ks. That one ripped into left field, and that will be caught by Phil Childs for out number 1. He had to charge in hard to make that play as that one was hit on the line. Phil Childs having himself a nice defensive season. He came in 15 games ago, and in his first game, he actually committed an error, but since then he has been nearly flawless out there in left field. On that error, it was just a ball that bounced right over his head. He played a little bit too close, misjudged it with the turf. He has been able to adjust nicely. Jake Anderson comes back to the plate, flew out to straightaway center field his first time up. Hit it well, but not quite well enough. Is that one? That one foul back, strike 1 as the home plate umpire, as the ball was getting ricocheted back to him off the net, makes a nice dodgeball type move to get out of the way. Here's the 0-1. That one ripped into left field, and that one's going to drop for a base hit, and it'll get into the corner. Running first, heading for second. And he will be in there with a stand-up, 1-out double. That is his 10th double of the season, which leads the team. They'll bring up Rob Meidel. Leads the team with 21 RBI. Has an RBI opportunity right here with a runner in scoring position with 1 out at the top of the third. Hotshots going to try to tie this thing back up. First pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. Sabre Dogs have not been able to sweep the Hotshots in any of their series, regardless of the length. First pitch, second pitch rather, that one in there to even count 1-1. First game between these two teams was here on Memorial Day, Monday, May 29th, in which the Hotshots won 10-2. Sabre Dogs then went on to win 2 of 3 on the road and then 2 of 3 at home, as they are 5-3 with a win yesterday. Love to get the two-game sweep here. with the win here this afternoon. That one misses outside for ball 2. The Sabre Dogs used their best arm yesterday in Bradley Spooner. Come back with Hunter Rubidoux, his final appearance as a Sabre Dog. Two on pitch. Misses outside. Make it ball 3. Spooner has went 30 innings this year and has allowed just 1 earned run for an ERA of 0.30. Cody Waters jogging down to the bullpen. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Swung at some fast, high cheese. Make the count full. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Foul back into the screen. We'll do that again. On deck for the Hotshots is Parker Borg. Rubidoux steps off, trying to get his signal from Justin Henley. Three-two pitch. That one misses in the dirt for ball 4. Rubidoux with his second walk of the day. So Borg comes to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single and a run. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Here in the top of the 3rd. First pitch in there, strike 1. Reminder that the next Sabre Dogs home game after tonight will be July 3rd at 7:05. Hope you can come out to historic Colbert Field. Gates open at 6 o'clock for the next home game. 0-1 pitch. In the dirt. Even up the count, 1-1. July 4th. We'll be here at Corbett Field. 4:35 between the Hotshots and the Whiskey Jacks. Now hitting the air towards right field. Over there, Bruce Taylor will make the catch, and Jake Anderson will stay at second base.
Next batter to the center fielder, number 10, Joe Guidry.
That will bring up Joe Guidry with runners on first and second with 2 out. Guidry's 0 for 1 with the strikeouts so far today. First pitch, swing and a miss. Guidry 8 for 31 against the Sabre Dogs with a .258 average. One of 2 hot shots from Spring Hill College. Breaking ball hit in the air. And on the infield, Bo McClintock, the first baseman, will make the play and catch it for out number 3. So a double and a walk allowed, but no runs come across for the Sabre Dogs, or excuse me, rather for the Hotshots. Stays 2-1. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. Coming up in just a little bit, you're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball. Attention Sabre Dogs fans, July 15th is the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby, brought to you by Visit Minot. Watch the best sluggers in the league duke it out for first place. Want to know where the best eateries are in town? Visit Minot.org. Want to find where the best hotels are? Visit Minot.org. Trying to find the perfect place to shop and see the latest events in Minot? You know the drill. Visit Minot.org. Visit Minot is a proud supporter of the Sabre Dogs and a sponsor of the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby. Check out visitminot.org today.
iHeartRadio. 910 AM KCJB is Minot's heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
Sabre Dogs lead 2-1. Alex Hayes' solo shot in the previous inning has been the difference in this one. He'll be the top of the order for the Sabre Dogs this time, with Philip Childs leading off, Mason Dennison on deck, and Cruz Taylor in the hole. Philip Childs will lead us off. He is 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field, and didn't have his best day yesterday, but was able to come around and get another start here this evening. 3 hits so far by the Sabre Dogs. Single by Dennison, a double by Callier, and a home run from Alex Hay. Here's the first pitch to Childs. And that one hit in the air and out of play down the first base side for strike one.
And this foul ball is brought to you by Capital Rugby. All about family, all about fun.
Phil Childs. Swing and miss at that one, making it 0-2. 3 for 20 against the Hotshots. And just 150 with 4 runs and a stolen base, as he kind of went in a cold spell when they took on the Hotshots. He's been on fire since that series. Here's the 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. It'll be 1-2 as that one misses outside. One-two pitch coming up. Phil Childs stands in. Here's the pitch. Now misses upstairs. Even the count 2-2. The Hotshots, Avery Stevens, 3-2. ERA of 7.77 coming into this game. 2-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That one was in the dirt for strike 3. And that's strikeout number 3 for Avery Stevens, which will bring up number 3 for the Sabre Dogs, Mason Dennison. 1 for 1 on the day with a single, a stolen base, and a run. 4 singles in his last 5 ABs. First pitch. That one misses up and in near the head of Mason Dennison as he backs off. Sabre Dogs haven't had a bench clearing brawl yet this season. Hopefully we can keep it that way. 1-0. Foul back on another fastball. Even the count 1-1. Dennison, the 6'4", 180-pound right-handed sophomore from the University of West Florida. Batting .265 on the year coming into today's game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball hit well towards left field. Backing up is Borg, and that one's going to be out of here. That one was on a line. Mason Dennison shrugging his shoulders after that. I don't think he thought that one was going out, but he hit it really well. Just didn't get much elevation on it. The Sabre Dogs now lead 3-1 with their second home run of the day. It's another solo shot, and the Sabre Dogs have 1 run in every single inning so far.
Next man of the right fielder, number 11. Taylor.
That will bring up Cruz Taylor to the plate. 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch misses for ball 1.
Excellent.
That one misses low and away for ball 2. As of right now, Avery Stevens really struggling to find the strike zone at the moment, and when he is. They're pitches that the Sabre Dogs have been able to hit pretty well. That one in there for strike one. We're going to get back in the count here. Bruce Taylor having a very solid season, batting .313. Sophomore from North Georgia. Him and Tyler Courtney, teammates there. 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball in there, even the count 2-2. Stevens has went 2 1/3 with 4 hits, 3 earned runs, no walks, and 3 Ks so far in his first 11 AB, or his first 11 batters faced. 2-2 pitch. That one a breaking ball misses. Count is now full. Chauncey Callier is on deck for the Sabre Dogs. So the slugger stands in. 3-2 count. That one hit at the second baseman. Ryan Olson his throw is high and makes Von Wall jump for it. Wasn't able to touch the bag in time, so that's going to be most likely an error against Ryan Olson. And Cruz Taylor is aboard with Chauncey Callier on base.
Number 10, Chauncey Callier.
Callier 1 for 1 with an RBI double his first time up. Watch out for Cruz Taylor as he is a speedster, has 8 stolen bags on the year. First pitch. That one misses upstairs for ball 1. Sabre Dogs with their 4th hit. Mason Dennison went deep with 1 out. Give the Sabre Dogs a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 pitch. That one misses for ball 2. Hotshots are 1-2 so far in the second half. 2 games back of the Pier Trappers, who are 3-0. Sabre Dogs half the game back at 2-0. 2-0 pitch. That's going to hit Callier on his shoulder, or maybe his bicep. And that will send him to first. Runners now on first and second for Bo McClintock.
The first baseman, number 32, Bo McClintock.
McClintock 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Still has dominated pretty much virtually everyone that he's faced. He's batting .381 on the year in his 12 games he has started. 16 hits and 42 tries. Little McClintock discussing something with third base coach Brock Baucom while the catcher Rob Mile talks to Avery Stevens to discuss strategy on this at-bat. Got some Sabre Dogs chilling in the bullpen, but no plans to get anyone in there just yet, I would imagine, with Rubido having a pretty solid start. Has allowed a few runners on with 3 hits and 2 walks, but only the 1 run has come across. That was in the second inning. Here's a first pitch to McClintock now. That one got fooled on that one, a breaking ball in the dirt. Came around for strike 1. Have an update on the scores around the league coming up in just a little bit. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one spiked into the dirt in front of home plate for ball 1 to even the count. Mason Dennison, Cruz Taylor, reached via an error and got to second when Chauncey Callier was hit in his bicep. That's where we stand with runners on first and second with 1 out. Over at Cruz Taylor at second. Pitch in the dirt and away. And Cruz Taylor halfway between second and third has to slide back to second. Doesn't realize that ball went into center field. Now looks up and realizes it. He's going to get third base free. As Joe Guidry didn't make a good play on that. Wasn't anywhere near the ball when it was in the outfield. So now runners on the corners for McClintock. Bo has 16 RBI on the season, 3rd on the team, only behind Cruz and Chauncey, the 2 runners for the Sabre Dogs. 2-1 pitch. Runner goes to second. Callier, throw down there, will be wide of the shortstop, and Chauncey was going to stop and get caught in a pickle to allow Cruz Taylor to head home, but the throw that was wide allows him to advance. Goodness, that was just a mess there as Chauncey gets his 20th stolen base of the season in a bizarre-like fashion. And Cruz Taylor will advance home on an E2. So Chauncey on second with McClintock having a 2-1 count. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss ahead of that breaking ball, even the count 2-2. Correction, the count is now 3-2. Here's a pitch. That one in the dirt. That'll be ball 4. McClintock will be granted first base. So that will bring up Alex Hay. Had a solo shot in his first AB.
Next batter, the designated hitter, number 17, Alex Hay.
So runners on first and second with 1 away for Alex Hay. First pitch. That one in there for strike 1 on the outside corner. Avery Stevens struggling here. No movement going on in the bullpen here in the bottom of the 3rd. Sabre Dogs lead at 4-1. Runner goes to third, hit into center field. Now drop for a base hit, and Chauncey Callier is going to score. So Alex Hay is now 2 for 2 with a single, with 2 RBI, including a home run. It is now 5-1. As McClintock moves on to second. That'll bring up Tyler Courtney. As now another mound visit from catcher Rob Meidel. As Tyler Courtney discusses strategies with Brock Bauckham. Let's now take a look at the scores around the Expedition League. Pier Trappers lead the Reed City Whiskey Jacks 11-1 in the top of the 8th, as the Trappers are most likely going to improve to 4-0. Barring a huge Whiskey Jacks comeback in the 9th inning. Casper Horseheads lead 1-0 over the Spearfish Sasquatch in the bottom of the 4th. And the surprise of the day, the Badlands Big Sticks blowing out the Pioneers on the road 9-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. Fremont Moo lead the Hastings Sawbusters, the battle of the bottom of the Clark Division. Moo lead 1-0 in the bottom of the 5th. And of course here, Sabre Dogs lead 5-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Runner still on first and second with 1 out to Tyler Courtney. Grounded out to shortstop Mason King his first time up. Sabre Dogs with 5 hits. And the Hotshots have committed 3 errors in this game. On the stretch, Stevens goes to work. Now misses outside to the second baseman from North Georgia, Tyler Courtney. Corey Thompson makes it very difficult for any pitcher to get through the heart of the order, putting his 3 best hitters in the area. And that one misses for ball 2 with Cruz Taylor, Chauncey Callier, and Bo McClintock in the heart of the order. Stevens rests. Nobody holding on the runners for the Hotshots. Here's a 2-0 pitch. That one in the dirt for ball 3. Sabre Dogs have not had the bases loaded yet, neither have the Hotshots. Chance to have that happen right here if this one misses outside. Three-0 pitch. And that one does miss outside for ball 4. And that will bring up Justin Henley. But first, we have a quick mound visit from head coach Jacob Jarrow. He slowly walks out to the mound. No movement going on in the bullpen. Now it looks like Jeremiah Maxfield has been signaled over from the bullpen, or excuse me, from the dugout. Justin Henley getting a quick pep talk from head coach Corey Thompson. Now we have the trainer from the Sabre Dogs coming in, checking out on pitcher Avery Stevens. So we'll go and take a quick break. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball, 1390 KRRZ. Do you love winning? Then come out to Guaranteed Win Night at Corbett Field, Wednesday, July 3rd. There are 3 things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and a Sabre Dogs win. Come out to Wednesday's Sabre Dogs game to get a ticket to another Sabre Dogs game. It's also Ladies Night. First 50 ladies get a free rose courtesy of Flower Central. Also, don't forget your yoga mat and stretch it out with some pregame yoga. There's plenty of affordable family fun for all ages. Gates open at 6 and first pitch is at 7:05 p.m. Service Valley Sabre Dogs Baseball. When it comes to fun, the sky's the limit.
Fox is Minot's only rock station, playing the active rock of today, reaching your male audience 18 to 52, and getting your message to their ears.
I'm listening.
And 105.3 The Fox can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country. And with our iHeartRadio app, from radio to stream, web, and social media, we've got your bases covered. If you're needing to reach a male audience, we are your radio station.
105.3 The Fox.
Celebrate the birth of our great nation on July 4th with the Service Valley Sabre Dogs. It's Salute to America Day at Corbett Field with special entertainment from Bird Zirk. Bird Zirk pulls off hijinks with the players and coaches and messes with umpires and officials. The lovable Joker's zany antics always leave audiences laughing and wanting more. It's also Throwback Thursday, and July 4th is 80s night. General admission tickets are $1 off for anyone born in the 1980s. Don't miss out on all the affordable, fun family entertainment at Corbett Field. Gates open at noon and first pitch is at 1:05 p.m. Service Valley Sabre Dogs Baseball. When it comes to fun, the sky's the limit. Looks like it's RJ Gonzalez for the Hotshots coming out as Avery Stevens being looked at over on the Sabre Dogs dugout. RJ Gonzalez listed as an infielder for the Hotshots. And he has not ever gotten an appearance on the mound for the Hotshots this season. Really unfortunate what's happening with Avery Stevens. It looked like his elbow was being looked at as the trainer kind of having him turn his arm over, kind of feeling out the areas of issue. So as for Stevens, looking at his final line of the day, he has went 2 1/3 innings with 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Once again, it is RJ Gonzalez now pitching for the Hub City Hotshots. Stevens responsible for both the runners on first and second, as Tyler Courtney reached via walk, and so did Bo McClintock. Let's see what the Sabre Dogs do here with Justin Henley coming to the plate in terms of their strategy attacking this new pitcher. Reminder to come out on July 15th as the Sabre Dogs are hosting the 2019 All-Star Extravaganza. As on the 15th, which is a Monday night, will be the Fan Fest, including the Home Run Derby, presented by Visit Minot. And then on the 16th will be the main event, the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game, brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance. The Sabre Dogs lead this one 5-1. They have 5 hits. And as for the Hotshots, 3 hits with 1 run and 3 defensive errors. They're giving Gonzalez a lot of time to warm up here. It's been about 4 minutes, maybe 5, since the last pitch has been thrown. Tyler Courtney will be on at first. Actually, the bases are loaded by mistake, as Alex Hay is on at second and McClintock is on at third. Jason Mapson now walking over to the bullpen for the Sabre Dogs. They've had guys over there kind of just loosening up just in case, as Hunter Rubidoux has had himself a pretty solid start to his day so far. 3 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run with 2 walks and 3 Ks out of his 14 batters he has faced. We'll see if they bring him out for a 4th inning. Wouldn't see why they wouldn't. All right, so finally, here we go as Nick Mastoni jogging back out, the first base coach of the inning, or excuse me, the evening, as he was the first base coach for the Sabre Dogs yesterday with the absence of hitting coach Ben Bennett. Justin Henley comes into today's game batting just 105. He had a strikeout in the 2nd inning. Bases loaded with 1 out. First pitch. Hit well towards right field, now drop in for a base hit. And it will be Hay being held up at third, so it will be a RBI single as Justin Henley got an RBI single on Thursday in their 17-7 stomping against the Whiskey Jacks. So Alex Hay moves on to third, Courtney on at second, and Henley on at first, which will bring up Wilson Rubion. Rubion has 8 RBI on the season out of his 23 hits. First pitch misses outside for ball 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, now pitching for the Hub City Hotshots, number 19, R.J. Gonzalez now pitching for the Hotshots.
Rubion grounded out his first time. It's the 1-0. That one misses inside. Mid count 2-0. So the Sabre Dogs now lead 6-1 as they have a 4-run inning, as 4 of their first 5 batters have come across to score. Here's a 2-0. Breaking pitch misses upstairs for ball 3. And again, R.J. Gonzalez for the Hotshots has not pitched this season. Oh, correction, he does have a couple games under his belt, just missed his name there. So 4 games for Gonzalez, a 10.13 ERA. As that one misses outside for ball 4, and that will be an RBI walk for Wilson Rubion. That will bring up Phil Childs for the 2nd time in the inning. As Alex Hayes scores, Courtney on to third, and Henley on to second. Now 7-1. Sabre Dogs looking to win their 5th win, get their 5th win in a row, which is their longest of the season. First pitch hit towards right field pretty well and over the head of right fielder Colton Cox. 1 run will score, waving around the 2nd runner, and that will be a 2-run RBI by Philip Childs as he does a bowling celebration over to the Sabre Dogs dugout. And it is now 9-1. So Tyler Courtney scores, and so does Justin Henley. Wilson Rubion on to third. And this thing has just been blown wide open. That will bring up Mason Dennison, who is 2 for 2 with a single, an RBI. Actually, rather 2 runs, a home run, a single, and a stolen base. Had himself a fantastic day so far. That one misses upstairs, even the count at 1-1. One of 2 Sabre Dogs to get 2 base hits in their first 2 ABs. First time of the order was a little bit rough. Second run through has been fantastic, as that one misses up and over the head of Dennison. It's the 2nd time that has happened. So Gonzalez working from the windup here, 2-1 count. Down grounded foul. Again, R.J. Gonzalez coming into this game with a 10.13 ERA. 5 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 10 hits. A whip of 263. Doesn't have a decision yet this season, and he would not get a decision here no matter what happens. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, foul tip. 2-2 count. 1 out, Philip Childs on his second, and Wilson will be on third. So RJ Gonzalez didn't get any reps in the bullpen. I believe that's why he might have gotten maybe a little bit extra time, but still, it was a long time between when Stevens walked over to the dugout with his injury. Is that one in the dirt? Make it count full. And by the time we got our next pitch. Regardless, the Sabre Dogs with a monster inning, 7 runs so far, still just 1 out. 3-2 pitch. That one misses inside. Or that one in there, strike 3, and it was a nice breaking ball by Gonzalez. Fooled me there for a second, thought it was going to be inside, but it broke in there for strike 3. That'll bring up Cruz Taylor, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Reached via an error in the 3rd inning, came around to score. And he scored on another error, as the Hotshots have made 3 of those so far today. First pitch. This is for ball 1 low. We up for the Hotshots in the top of the 4th. It will be Joe Guidry, Dylan Johnson, and Ian Von Wald. 1-0 pitch to Taylor. That one in there for strike 1 to even the count. This is batter number 10 faced in this inning for the Hotshots pitching staff. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. So Hunter Rubido certainly would pick up the win should the relief staff continue what they've been doing all season. 1-2 pitch. And that one gets away from the catcher, Rob Meidel. Now score another run. Things just keep getting worse for the Hotshots, not just on the mound, but defensively as well. The Child's now on to third, and Sabre Dogs now up 10-1. So 2-2 count to Cruz Taylor coming up from RJ Gonzalez, the right-handed infielder / pitcher from Wharton County Junior College. Born and raised in Portland, Texas. 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul down the first base side. Keep it at 2-2. Nick Mastoni certainly looks the part over there at first base as the first base coach. Mastoni batting .250 on this season. Not playing tonight. Didn't play yesterday. Here's a 2-2 pitch. That one a spike into the dirt. One bounce off of Cruz Taylor's leg, and he will get first base. Now bring up Chauncey Callier for the second time this inning. Got hit by a pitch. Came around to score after stealing second. Picked up stolen base number 20, which is tied for the league lead now. Fell back to third after not picking up any yesterday, as now Gonzalez steps off the mound. Gonzalez looking over at first and third. First pitch, swing and a miss in the dirt. Breaking ball for strike 1.
Shake off, baby. You got this.
Cruz Taylor, a threat to steal second. And possibly try a double steal. They've done that multiple times this season, including once tonight. There's a throw down to second base. Chauncey Callier was willing to get caught in a pickle to allow Cruz Taylor to score from third. But the throw was wide of the shortstop, Mason King, and he was able to score free. That one is grounded at the third baseman. Anderson throw over to first in time, and that will end the inning. Sabre Dogs get 8 runs, and they now lead 10-1. We'll send it to the top of the 5th. Sabre Dogs lead by a bunch. We'll be right back after these messages.
Now I'm going
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe. Sabre Dogs lead at 10-1 going into the top of the fourth inning. It will be Joe Guidry leading things off. And correction, we have a pinch hitter already. It'll be Dylan Johnson. Wait, hold on just a second. Got my my order here wrong because didn't have Joe Guidry with an at-bat last inning, so it is Dylan Johnson coming to the plate. Goodness gracious. Okay, so Sabre Dogs with that many runs kind of just scattering my brain right now. That one fouled out of play into the Sabre Dogs dugout. Okay, so Guidry struck out last inning. Just didn't write down in my book. That was the second time he had done that on the day. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Hunter Rubidoux to Dylan Johnson. Broken bat at the pitcher. Rubidoux take a couple steps, overhand throw to first, in time for out number one. Rubidoux with a 1-2-3 inning in the first, gave up a run in the second, and faced 6 batters, then faced 5, allowing a double and a walk. But other than that, has been pretty clean. It's been a clean outing for Hunter Rubidoux here tonight. First pitch. Now misses upstairs to Ian Von Wald, who walked his first time up. One-0 pitch, swing and a miss ahead of that breaking ball. Von Wald, normally a catcher, playing first here this evening. One in there, strike 2 on the lower portion of the strike zone. Reminder that you should subscribe to the YouTube channel of the Sabre Dogs, as is the only way, as that is strike 3 and swing and a miss for Von Wald. The only way to catch Sabre Dogs road games. Check out the Sabre Dogs YouTube page, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to get notified for every time we go live. Their next road game will be tomorrow. It'll be a doubleheader at 1:35 and 4:05. Both will be 7-inning games, as that one misses for ball 1 to Ryan Olson, who is 1 for 1 with an RBI single. Swing and a miss, foul tip, even the count 1-1. Look at the scores around the Expedition League here just a little bit. Here's the 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, and there's strike 2. Nice pitch from Rubidoux. Trappers win 13-1 against the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks, and now the Sabre Dogs are 1 game back of the Trappers. They're on 4-0. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt, strike 3, throw down to first in time. That will end the inning. 2 strikeouts for Hunter Rubidoux. Spearfish Sasquatch lead 2-1 over the Casper Horseheads in the bottom of the 5th. Badlands Big Sticks make an even bigger lead. They lead 16-2 in the bottom of the 3rd. Hastings and Fremont tied 1-1 in the bottom of the 7th, and of course 10-1 here in this game. So send it to a commercial break. We'll be right back with more Sabre Dogs baseball after these messages. Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better. An update on the numbers for starting pitcher Avery Stevens, since some of the runners were responsible. He was responsible for last inning. He has a final line of 2 1/3 innings with 5 hits, 7 earned runs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts with 1 earned run. As for RJ Gonzalez, he stays out on the mound. He has went 2/3 innings with 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and 1 unearned run. Swing and a miss from Bo McClintock as his ankles buckle and he falls to his knee for strike 1. McClintock is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. He came around to score in the 3rd inning. One of 8 Sabre Dogs to score. The 1 pitch. That one in there. That would count 0-2. McClintock didn't like that call. Gonzalez from the windup. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, his 2nd K of the day. That will bring up Alex Haig. 2 for 2 with 2 RBI, a home run, a single, and 2 runs. Solo shot in the 2nd inning, and then an RBI single in the 3rd. Is that one in there? Strike 1. Still no action going on in the Hotshots bullpen. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Everyone here at the park gets a free donut courtesy of Bearscat Bakehouse. Since the Sabre Dogs got 8 runs on the game, they got 8 that last inning. That one misses low. Count 1 and 2. Take a look at some of the scores around the majors. First, the games that are going on right now. Cardinals and Padres tied at 3-3 in the top of the 11th. As that one misses outside, 2 and 2. And the Sunday night game is between the Braves and the Mets. The Braves lead 2-1. They have runners on 1st and 2nd. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Gonzalez. Breaking ball misses up and away for ball 3. The games that have finalized include the Reds beating the Cubs 8-6. They win that series 2-1. They won on Friday. Yankees win 12-8 today, and another high-scoring fest in London as they win that series 2-0 as the 3-2 pitch is rounded foul down the first base side. Missed that one by a few feet. Cleveland Indians come back and win today 2-0. Indians with a very easy schedule finishing up before the All-Star break. They got blown out yesterday 13-0. And got blown out Friday 13-0. So they lose that series. And that is a swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 2. Second strikeout of the inning for Gonzalez. That'll bring up Tyler Courtney, 0 for 1 on the day with a run and a walk. Royals win 7-6 today. Yesterday they lost 7-5, and they also lost on Friday 6-2, so the Blue Jays win that series 2-1. Phillies get the better of the Marlins today, 13-6. Marlins won yesterday 9-6 and won on Friday 6-2, so Marlins win that one 2-1, unable to get the sweep. That is hit into right field. That'll drop for a base hit. Running first, heading for second is Tal Courtney, and it will be a 2-out double. Now we're with Justin Henley, 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Rays win 6-2 over the Rangers. Rays win yesterday 5-2, and the Rangers win Friday 5-0. So Rays win that series 2-1. Nationals beat the Tigers 2-1. Battle between the Scherzer's teams as Tigers won 7-5 and on Saturday, and Nationals won 3-1 on Friday. Nationals win that series 2-1. Astros beat the Mariners 6-1. Mariners, man, I don't know what is happening with that ball club, as they lost yesterday 6-5 and lost on Friday in extras 2-1. That was grounded foul. First pitch to Henley. White Sox beat the Twins today to avoid this sweep, as the Twins win 10-3 on Saturday. And then on Friday, actually, the White Sox actually won 6-4 on Friday. My mistake. Brewers get the better of the Brewers 2-1 today. They lost 3-1 yesterday, and Pirates won 3-2 on Friday. It's a 2-1 in favor of the Brewers. Is that the swing and a miss? That one gets in between the legs of Rob Meidel. That will advance Tal Courtney over to third base.
Hey fans, guess what? Where the train going by, it's time for the choo-choo train.
Dodgers win 10-5 over the Rockies, as the NL West really in favor of the Dodgers. It really has been pretty much the entire season. The Rockies win on Saturday and on Friday as well. Continuing with the NL West, the Giants win 10-4 today over the D-backs. There's the 0-2 pitch coming up from Gonzalez, and that one is in the dirt. Make it 1-2. D-backs won on Saturday 4-3, and on Friday, Giants won 6-3. And the final matchup between the A's and the Angels. The A's win today 12-3. Yesterday, the A's won 4-0, and A's won 7-2. So the only sweep of the weekend, and that one is in there, strike 3. Kenley struck out for the second time in the game. That will send us to the top of the 5th. Sabre Dogs blowing out the Hotshots 10-1. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs baseball. El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio.
We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s, with the award-winning Bobby Bones Show. And a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
Sabre Dogs win lead 10-1. Hunter Rubidoux comes back out for his 5th inning of work. Having a nice day so far. 4 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 5 Ks. So take on the bottom of the order, starting off with Colton Cox, and then the top of the order with Mason King and Jake Anderson. Rubidoux going for his 2nd win of the season, most likely going to get it, barring some sort of epic collapse, knock on wood. Rubidoux coming into today's game with a 1-2 record, 17 innings, a 7.41 ERA with 10 strikeouts, 8 walks, 22 hits, and 176 whip. Colton Cox comes to plate 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the 2nd inning. Sabre Dogs lead it 10-1 with an 8-run third inning, as the bottom of the fourth was the first inning the Sabre Dogs had not scored. RJ Gonzalez goes through 4 batters, getting 3 strikeouts. First pitch from Rubidoux. In the air, a little blooper towards center field, and that will drop for a base hit. Now we'll bring up Mason King, over 2 with 2 flyouts on the day. Rubidoux sets. It's over first and delivers. That one in the dirt for ball 1. That one fouled out of play. Counter's now 1-1. There's been a big day around the NBA with free agency getting underway. Just kind of going from top to bottom on some of the moves. The Bucks brought back George Hill. Let's throw back over to first. Check out on Colton Cox. Signed Hill to a 3-year, $29 million deal to stay with the Bucks. But they were getting ready to let him go. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Rubidoux. That one in there, strike 2. The Knicks weren't allowing to offer Kevin Durant a max deal as they were not prepared due to his injury concerns, which is really, I mean, with how much money the Nets gave him, I mean, it kind of makes sense, in my opinion. That one misses low and away. I think it was a good move, honestly, from the Knicks to not get him. However, they didn't get Kyrie Irving either. Didn't get Kemba Walker, didn't get anything. Didn't even get Zion Williamson. So just overall a bad day, a bad few weeks for Knicks fans. Tobias Harris signs with the 76ers. 5-year, $180 million deal. That one hit up the middle, double play ball. They get 1, and they got 2. 4-6-3 double play. Makes it 2 down for Jake Anderson. Comes into this at bat 1 for 2 with a double back in the 3rd inning. Kristaps Porzingis is going to stay with the Mavs. 5 years, $158 million. Unicorn will stay in Dallas. So good for I'm happy for Mavs fans. And really, it's about time that the Mavs are good again. They haven't really had a whole lot of success since their championship. D Rose signs with the Pistons. Interesting move. 2 years, $15 million. Didn't play too bad with the T-Wolves. He had a 50-point game this past year, but I mean, other than that, more of a role player moving forward with his career since being the MVP of the league, and that one misses for ball 1 to Jake Anderson. Pelicans signed J.J. Redick, and I don't know what they were thinking with this deal. It's a 2-year, $26.5 million deal. I don't know what the Pelicans are doing right now with their organization. Is that one in there? Even the count at 1-1. Kemba Walker joins the Celtics. We all knew about this one. That team is going to be a lot better minus Kyrie and adding Kemba. That team is going to be solid next year. Here's a 1-1 pitch from Rubidoux. Now on grounded, fair down the third base side. Into the corner, and that will be another double from Jake Anderson with 2 outs. Number 11 on the year for Anderson. Mentioned that Kyrie Irving is going to be in Brooklyn next year, along with DeAndre Jordan. Just kind of just adding to the mess that team's going to be in with the locker room drama that's going to ensue, undoubtedly. Yeah, the biggest question is, where is Kawhi going to go? Is he going to stay in Toronto, or is he going to move somewhere else? We'll see. You haven't got any news from that just yet. Also, Damian Lillard signed to a 4-year, $196 million deal back with the Blazers. Good for him. As that one is a breaking ball that misses. 1-0 to Rob Meidel. Jimmy Butler talking about how he wants to play for the Heat. Nothing has happened yet with him. As that one misses outside. 2-0. He really has just been so toxic throughout his career. Nobody wants him. He's a talented player, but he's such a toxic character in the locker room. 2-0 pitch. That one in there, strike one. He's not as good as he talks. I mean, I understand Kevin Durant kind of being a guy he's cocky and arrogant and talks a lot, but at least he's one of the best players in the league. 2-1 pitch. In the air towards right center field. Backing up is Rubion and Taylor, and that will be caught by Wilson Rubion for out number 3. So we will send it to the bottom of the 5th. Sabre Dogs still lead it 10-1. We'll be right back after these messages. Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader. A 10-1 lead for the Sabre Dogs going into the bottom of the 5th. Sabre Dogs will bring up the bottom of the order with Wilson Rubion starting out, and then the top of the order continuing with Philip Childs and Mason Dennison. Kind of keeping up where we left off with the NBA moves. Malcolm Brogdon moved to the Indiana Pacers from the Milwaukee Bucks. 4 years, $85 million. Glad to see him get paid. He played very well with the Bucks in his 3 years. He got Rookie of the Year a few years ago. Chris Middleton re-signs with the Bucks. It's a great move for them. Nikola Mirotic is going to play for Barcelona, going away from the Bucks, which is unfortunate. This guy right here is a Bucks fan himself. Nikola Vucevic plans to sign for 4 years, $100 million deal. Golden State Warriors planning on offering Klay Thompson a max deal. See if a deal gets done today, as that one is in there for strike one to Wilson Rubion, who is 0 for 1 with a walk. And got an RBI on that walk, came around to score eventually. That one grounded towards the second baseman. Over to first in time for out number 1. So that's all the news that we have so far.
Leading up, next batter.
Keep you updated if any new moves are made. Misses for ball 1 to Philip Childs, who is 1 for 3 with an RBI double. One 0 pitch. That misses, making it 2-0. We'll talk the All-Star teams coming up in just a little bit. Those were released this afternoon. Sabre Dogs lead here 10-1 with an 8-run third inning. 2-0 pitch. That one in there for strike 1. Wind up in the pitch. That one ripped into left field, and it'll drop in for a base hit. So Childs having himself another nice day. Now bring up Mason Dennison, who is 1 for 3. 2 runs, an RBI with a solo home run and a stolen base. Sabre Dogs have 9 hits so far today. Childs over there at first base. Sixth in the lead in steals, and that one fouled down the third base side. Just missed the base hit by a few feet down that side. Sabre Dogs and Whiskey Jacks got a doubleheader tomorrow, starting at 1:35. Then continuing at 4:05 will be a doubleheader between two 7-inning games, and you can only listen to it from the Sabre Dogs perspective, at least, here on the YouTube page for the Service Valley Sabre Dogs. 0-1 pitch. Whiffed by Dennison, making it 0-2. Sabre Dogs right now on cruise control, trying to get out of here with their 5th straight win. Improved to 3-0 in the second half. That one fouled back, and it'll stay 0-2.
This foul ball is brought to you by All Around Family.
Badlands now leads 18-3 over West Nebraska in the bottom of the 4th. Hastings leads Fremont 2-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Casper leads Spearfish 4-2 in the top of the 6th. Stepping off and throwing back to first. Phil Childs was about ready to go to second. He had a huge secondary lead, but Gonzalez had not went to the plate yet. Threw back over to first. Childs getting back just in time. Runner goes. That one misses outside. Throw down to second. Will be in time for the second out, as the third time that the Hotshots have caught a Sabre Dog stealing. Dennison now with the bases empty and runner on second. Excuse me, with 2 outs. Pier Trappers beat the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks 13-1 earlier this afternoon. As that one hit towards left center, and that'll drop for a single. As his 3rd hit of the day and his 2nd game in a row with 3 hits. So the Pier Trappers are now 4-0 in the second half.
Number 11, Bruce Taylor.
First pitch. In there, strike 1. And we just had an alignment change in the standings. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? They just completely changed up the standings. They moved the deadline of the second half just now. That's pretty insane. So, giving you an update on the actual standings, assuming that these are finalized. The Pier Trappers are 3-0. The Sabre Dogs are 1-0. The Hotshots are 0-1, 2 games back, as this one's hit high in the air towards center field. Getting under it is the center fielder, Joe Guidry, for the final out. I'm going to go ahead and continue my thought while we're still on this. So again, the Pier Trappers are 3-0, Sabre Dogs are 1-0, and they are 1 game back. The Hotshots are 0-1 and 2 games back. The Whiskey Jacks are 0-3 and 3 games back, and the Big Sticks are 0-2 and 2.5 games back. As for the Clark division, the Spearfish Sasquatch and the West Nebraska Pioneers are tied for first at 2-0. The Fremont Moo and the Hastings Sodbusters are tied 1 game back at 1-1, and the Castle Horseheads are 2 games back at 0-2. My goodness gracious, I cannot believe that. I'm just completely shocked. They completely just changed the standings. That's insane, but anyway, that is what we are at right now after refreshing the standings midway through the game. We will go ahead and take a break. We'll be back with the top of the 6th inning. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs Baseball.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007. Sabre Dogs lead 10-1 as Parker Borg at the plate for the Hotshots. The first pitch was in there for a strike as Rubidoux comes back out for another inning of work. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off of Borg, off of his foot. So the count is now 0-2. Rubidoux has won 5 innings with 5 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 5 Ks. He's faced 21 batters. 10 runs off of 10 hits for the Sabre Dogs and 5 hits off of 1 run. 3 defensive errors for Hub City. 0-2 pitch. Attacking the strike zone on the 0-2 pitch. That one fouled back. Nice catch by head coach Corey Thompson off of the grandstand. Count stays 0-2. It's now the crowd applauding head coach Corey Thompson for his great display of athleticism. 0-2 pitch. Now one hit in the right field for a base hit into the gap. As Cruz Taylor tracks that one down and avoids it from getting any worse than a single. Borg now 2 for 3 on the day. Number 8 with Joe Guidry, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
Do you want to know something interesting?
Next batter in the center fielder, number 10, Joe Guidry.
First pitch from Rubidoux. That one misses outside. Count is now 1-0.
Deadline for the second half, right in the middle of the game.
One 0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1-1. I don't know. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around the whole standings thing. Like, how does that even happen? That's pretty insane. 1-1 pitch in the dirt. So again, the standings just changed a little bit ago. Pier Trappers are now 3-0 after beating the Weed City Whiskey Jacks. They were going to be 4-0. They had the standings put into the program, and those are now obsolete. 2-1 pitch from Rubidoux. This is for ball 3. So again, the Trappers 3-0, Sabre Dogs 1-0, Hotshots 0-1, Big Sticks 0-2, and Whiskey Jacks are 0-3. Clark Division, Sasquatch and the Pioneers are 2-0, Moo and the Sawbusters are 1-1, and the Horseheads are 0-2. Now hitting the air towards the first base side, that will be foul. So today is actually the mark of the halfway point. After today is through, there will be 32 games completed for the Sabre Dogs, which as of right now looks like they're going to be 18-14 after their first half. 3-2 pitch. Up and over the head of Joe Guidry for ball 4, and that will put runners on first and second. As for other teams, the Pioneers have played 30 games, Sasquatch have played 31, Horseheads have played 32, Sodbusters have played 32, Moo have played 30, Big Sticks have played 34, which is the most in the league, 31 for the Sabre Dogs, 33 for the Trappers, 29 for the Hotshots, and 32 for the Whiskey Jacks. Breaking ball in there for strike 1. See, to me, I think what would make sense is if you actually had the second half and the first half both be 32 games. So for the Sabre Dogs, you're still in the first half. That's a breaking ball that goes to the shortstop. Mason Dennison trying to turn 2. They got 1 at second, and they will not get the runner at first as McClintock was said to be off the bag. Head coach Corey Thompson not happy about that, but obviously not going to be disappointed enough to get thrown out of the ballgame. I mean, we are talking about a 10-1 lead here. Regardless, it'll be Parker Borg advancing to third, and Johnson reaching via a fielder's choice. So I think what makes sense, like I said, just have the first 32 games be the first half. So the Sabre Dogs, after they win today, they'll be 18-14. Then you have a team like Badlands, who has played 34 games. They were 23-9 in their first half, and they are right now 0-2 in their second half. But instead, we have some teams playing more games in the second half than others, which could raise some issues in terms of teams playing more games than others in the second half, which could put a damper on some teams trying to make the playoffs. And Coach Corey Thompson still talking with home plate umpire. Doesn't get the result he wants. The runner will be safe at first.
Next batter to the first baseman, number 33, Ian Von Wall.
So Ian Von Wall comes to the plate with runners on first and third. Is that one in there? Strike one. Go back over to first. Check out on Dylan Johnson over there first, designated hitter, normally a catcher. Hotshots have 3 catchers playing today. Dylan Johnson, designated hitting. They have Ian Von Wall playing first, and of course Rob Meidel, who's actually catching. Is that one a swing and a miss? Make it 0-2.
What did you say?
0-2 pitch. That one misses outside. I'll make it 1-2. Storm system off to our north. Looks like that's not going to hit us. By the time that comes in the area, it'll have dissipated by then, according to the Weather Channel radar. 1-2 pitch. That one fouled off of the foot of Justin Henley. Now keep it 1-2. Also, some storms out to the southeast, and some are just in the South Dakota area, so not really anything headed towards us that we have to worry about at least. 1-2 pitch in the air that we fouled down the left field line into the tailgate area. I'll keep it at 1-2 once again.
Fans, this foul ball is brought to you by First Western Bank.
Von Wald 0 for 1 on the day. A strikeout and a walk was left stranded in the second inning. Runners on the corners for Hunter Rubidoux. In his 6th frame on the mound for the Sabre Dogs. We're back to first. Sabre Dogs still in control of this one. 10-1 lead. Von Wald, a very open stance. Left-handed hitter from St. Cloud State. And that one misses outside. Even count 2-2. Goes to the same school as George Loxtercamp. Sabre Dogs pitcher on Wednesday had a nice start. He's been a fantastic starter for the Sabre Dogs. He's gotten 2 of them. So hitting the air towards right field. We're on third, hoping to tag, and he will score, and it will now be 10-2. Runner will stay at first. The play at the plate was not in time. So that'll bring up Brian Olson. 1 for 2 on the day, an RBI single in the second inning, and a strikeout in the 4th. Hotshots with 6 hits and 2 runs with 3 defensive errors. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Hotshots get their first run since the 2nd. Now in the dirt, nice block by Justin Henley. So I mentioned that the Hotshots have 3 catchers playing, and the Sabre Dogs have 2 with Alex Hay designated hitting. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Nice slider on the outside corner. Even the count 1-1. Sabre Dogs don't really have a whole lot of position players who pitch, at least that are flexible in doing both. I mean, there have been position players who have pitched, but not really a sort of regular thing. That one misses in the dirt. And now a balk is the call. That will allow Dylan Johnson to advance to second.
So I am confused.
We're now on second with 2 outs. Sabre Dogs lead 10-2, which was the final score of the game here on Memorial Day, but was in favor of the Hotshots. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in there, make it 1-2. Sabre Dogs will bring up Chauncey Callier, Bo McClintock, and Alex Hay in the bottom of the 6th. 1-2 pitch. Hit into the air, left field, and caught by the sprinting Phil Childs for out number 3. So the Sabre Dogs go into the bottom of the 6th with now an 8-run lead. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs baseball here on 1390 KRRZ.
All right, Baines, please direct your
iHeartRadio. Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Sewers River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Sewers River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Sewers River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience. 10-2 lead. Hope City responds with the run of their own, but I think the Sabre Dogs will let this one slide. As RJ Gonzalez back out on the mound for the Hotshots. He has done a pretty good job despite that first inning he came in. Some of the runs that he allowed were not earned. They were credited to today's starting pitcher, Avery Stevens, who is most likely going to pick up the loss. So for the Sabre Dogs, it will be Chauncey Callier, Bo McClintock, and Alex Hay. Chauncey Callier is 1 for 3. He's 1 for 2, rather, with an RBI double. First pitch. That one way up. That one goes up at forehead level for Chauncey Callier, and Romano goes up and gets it. That one misses for ball 2. To a pitch, breaking ball in there for strike 1 from RJ Gonzalez. So barring no more standings changes, Sabre Dogs are 1-0. Game back of the Pier Trappers. 2-1 pitch, and that one hits Chauncey. And for the second time today, he will reach via a hit by pitch. That'll bring up Bo McClintock, who is over 2. Reached in the 3rd inning via a walk. Came around to score. Went 1 for 4 yesterday. Now Drew Pollum heading over to the bullpen. He's been wanting to pitch all year long. We'll see if he gets the nod, as he was in the bullpen last Wednesday against the Whiskey Jacks. They said they let George Loxer finish the game, as that one was in there, strike 1, and a leaping play by RJ Gonzalez. So right as I mentioned that the Sabre Dogs don't have very many position players pitch, they bring one over to the bullpen. Here's the 0-1 count. That one hit in the air towards right field, and that will be foul down the first base side. Chauncey gets his lead over at first. Tied for the league lead with 20 stolen bases. He sets. and delivers. That one hit into left field for a base hit. McClintock, 1 for 4 yesterday, is now 1 for 3 with a single here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That'll bring up Alex Hay, who is 2 for 3. A home run and a single with 2 runs and an RBI. Mason Dennison already with 3 singles on the day. Excuse me, 3 hits on the day with 2 singles and a home run. That pitch in there for strike 1. See if Alex can't be the second Sabre Dog to get 3 hits. Sabre Dogs with 11 hits as a team on the day. 0-1 pitch. Breaking bat, watch out, bats towards Josh Pano, and the speedy Josh Pano gets out of the way. So I don't think Alex Hay had enough stickum on his hands, and now he gets some to put on his hands.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Thank goodness that didn't go into the stands. I mean, there's a net over the first base concourse. It's still always very dangerous when a bat flies into the stands, no matter how fast or slow. So here comes the 0-2 count to Alex Hay. That one misses low and in, and that one gets away. And that will allow Chauncey Callier to advance to third. As Matt Sartwell jogging over to the bullpen for the Sabre Dogs. See if Rubido can go far enough in the game to where they don't need to use too many members of their bullpen. 1-2 pitch. Inside in the dirt. And McClintock's going to head for second, and no throw will be made. Now runners on second and third with nobody out. They will call both Bo and Chauncey's plays stolen bases. In the air towards center field, and that will drop for a base hit. Runners will advance, and Chauncey Callier will score. So Alex Hay with his 3rd RBI, as he's went every single at bat with getting an RBI. It is now 11-2. And that will bring up Tyler Courtney. 1 for 2 on the day with a double and a run. As now Gonzalez tying his shoe, hoping that will help his pitching. Have a man warming up in the Hotshots bullpen. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Sabre Dogs trying to keep up, extend their lead. That one hit into right center field. That will be caught. Bo's going to try to score, and he will be safe as Milo dropped the ball. And now Alex Hayes going to advance to second. The throw down will be not in time. So that will be a sacrifice fly for Tyler Courtney, and Alex Hay advances to second. That'll bring up Justin Henley with 1 out. Sabre Dogs now lead 12-2. Have a full-on overcast. We had a little bit of sun for the first 5 innings or so. First pitch to Henley in the dirt for ball 1. Now in the dirt as well for ball 2. As that one misses low. Wilson Rubion is on deck for Service Valley. Beautiful day here in Minot, North Dakota at historic Corbett Field. Wind blowing from right to left. as that one misses low once again for ball 3. Not really blowing in or out. It's more just of a straight-on crosswind.
Please report to fan services on the first base concourse. Once again, with Debbie.
So Henley, who's 1 for 3 with a RBI single, stands back in.
First base concourse. Thank you.
Ahead in the count 3-0. Now misses low for ball 4. This one not in the dirt, but all 4 pitches missed low. That will bring up Wilson Rubion, who was 0 for 2 with an RBI walk.
Next batter, the center fielder, number 4, Wilson Rubion.
So Kevin Black jogging down to the Hotshots bullpen. And now a mound visit from assistant coach Lance Fairchild. Talk things over. That'll give us an opportunity to take a look at the scores from around the league. First between Badlands and West Nebraska. It's 22-3 in favor of the Big Sticks. My goodness. This is a West Nebraska team that has a team ERA below 3. They put up 22 runs on them. Unbelievable. I got to take a look at this box score. I'll get to that in just a little bit. Casper leads 5-2 over Spearfish in the bottom of the 7th. Hastings extends their lead to 6-1 in the top of the 9th over the Fremont Moo on the road. And then, of course, the Trappers win 13-1 against the Wheat City Lucy Jets. Okay, let's take a look at the box score here between Badlands and the Pioneers. Okay, so you got Sanders, who is 4 for 5. We didn't have to play Sanders. That was fortunate for us. You have Souza Paului, who's 2 for 6 with 2 RBI. Humphrey and Sanders both have 3 RBI apiece. Knowles has 3 RBI. 1 for 3 on the day with 3 runs. Is that one in there for strike? I mean, this is just an absolute massacre. This is unbelievable. Definitely keep an eye on that moving forward. You have 3 guys with 3 RBI and 2 guys with 2. And 2 more guys with 1. Is that one in there for strike 2 to Rubion. Sanders has scored 4, or excuse me, he has scored 2 runs, but he has 4 hits. Connor Van Cleve goes 1 for 4 and is done for his day with 1 run and 3 RBI. So that one gets away.
Need a dog tank? Need some tasty snacks? Check out Dakota Square Tesoro and be sure to like the Dakota Square Tesoro page on Facebook.
So they scored 9 runs in the second innings, 7 in the third, and 4 in the fifth with 2 in the fourth. 16 hits for the Big Sticks. Just unbelievable. Really living up to their name as that one misses, evening out 2-2 to Wilson Rubion. That one hit at the first baseman, double play ball. They got 1 at second, and they will get 2 at first. That'll be a 3-6-1 double play to end the inning as the crowd is booing. I don't know why. Sabre Dogs are up 12-2. Move on to the top of the 7th. Sabre Dogs well in command here at Corbett Field. Attention Sabre Dogs fans. July 15th is the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby, brought to you by Visit Minot. Watch the best sluggers in the league duke it out for first place. Want to know where the best eateries are in town? Visit Minot.org. Want to find where the best hotels are? Visit Minot.org. Trying to find the perfect place to shop and see the latest events in Minot? You know the drill. Visit Minot.org. Visit Minot is a proud supporter of the Sabre Dogs and a sponsor of the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby. Check out visitminot.org today.
iHeartRadio.
910 AM KCJB is Minot's heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
Next time for the main event, the 2019
12-2 lead for the Sabre Dogs as the new pitcher is Cody Waters. Trying to get him a little bit of a confidence boost as his numbers have slowly been declining in the past few outings. ERA sitting at 11.85 through 2/3 innings with 18 earned runs, 17 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 24 hits with a whip of 198. I'd love to get him some of his confidence back. He has shown great potential in some of his outings, just he has had some where he has let a few too many players come across home plate. So Hunter Rubido's day is done. He goes 6 innings with 6 hits allowed. Allowed just 2 earned runs, 3 walks for 5 Ks. So Cody Waters will face Colton Cox. Leading off the 7th. 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. First pitch. That one misses for ball 1. Sabre Dogs well on their way to getting their 5th win in a row. Unripped right at Chauncey Callier. Nice play. Couple hops. Throw to first in time for out number 1. I'll bring up Mason King, who is over 3, 2 flyouts, and a ground out. It's a double play. Last time out went 1 inning and got 3 strikeouts against the Whiskey Jacks. That's a grounder to the second baseman. Throw to first in time for out number 2 as he dropped the ball, but that was on the transfer. Make it out number 2.
Next batter, the third baseman, number 15, Jake Anderson.
I'll bring up Jake Anderson, who is 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Having himself a nice day. Only hot shot to have more than 1 hit. Wind up in the pitch from Waters is high leg kick. Pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. One 0 pitch. Now a foul down into the parking lot. Even count at 1-1. Another reminder to make sure to subscribe to the Service Valley Sabre Dogs YouTube page. Subscribe and turn on notifications in order to listen to all the Sabre Dogs road games this season. 1 pitch. That one misses low and away for ball 2. Sabre Dogs have a doubleheader tomorrow at 1:35 against the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks in Brandon, Manitoba on Canada Day. Is that one off-speed pitch in there? Even the count at 2-2. Cody Waters from the Atlanta area, fan of all the Atlanta sports teams, including the Braves, who are playing right now against the Mets in Sunday Night Baseball. That one hit in the air towards right field. That one is hooking into foul territory, and they'll get out of here. Cal stay 2-2.
Thanks. This foul ball is brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust.
So 12 hits and 12 runs for the Sabre Dogs. It has been another offensive day for the Sabre Dogs. Yesterday, they batted 258 from the plate, which helped their season average by a point, went from 255 to 256. 2-2 pitch, that one a slow grounder, charging is Callier, throw to first, in time, nice play. My chance of Callier, he's fired up about it. So Callier makes 2 defensive plays to end the inning. We will head it to the bottom of the 7th. We'll stretch. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ. Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe. New pitcher for the Hotshots is Austin Allen. Left-handed pitcher and outfielder from the University of Colorado in Colorado Springs, same college as Jake Anderson. Sabre Dogs will bring up the following hitters. It'll be the top of the order: Phil Childs, Mason Dennison, and Cruz Taylor. See if the Sabre Dogs bring in any new pinch hitters to substitute in, as Nick Mastoney still on his grind as the first base coach for the Sabre Dogs for the second straight night. Phil Childs comes to the plate, 2 for 4 with a double and a single. As for our new pitcher, Austin Allen, taking a look at his stats. Well, double checking, he doesn't have any. His first appearance. And I mean that this time. Now triple checking, and yep, confirming this is the first outing from Austin Allen. That is just the ultimate sign of waving the white flag. It's giving a pitcher an opportunity to pitch who has never done so before, as that is the first swing is a fly out to the first baseman, Ian Von Wald, for out number 1. That will bring up Mason Dennison. 3 for 4 on the day with 2 singles, a home run, and 2 runs. First pitch. Off-speed pitch in there for strike 1. Avery Stevens was the starting pitcher for the Hotshots. He gave up 7 earned runs and 1 earned run. Excuse me, 1 unearned run. Is that one a slider that breaks in to the outside portion of the strike zone for strike 2? Here's the 0-2 pitch. Misses outside for ball 1. Mason Dennison batting .265 on the year. 3 for 4 yesterday. It's 3 for 4 already. 1-2 pitch. Down in there, strike 3 on another slider. That is his second K of the day. Both of them have been looking. That will bring up Cruz Taylor. Taylor's 0 for 3 with a run as he reached via an error in the 3rd inning and scored also via an error. Wind up in the pitch. In the dirt for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. This is low and away, make it 2-0. Taylor trying to get in on the action. Sabre Dogs have been hitting very well this afternoon. One of 2 Sabre Dogs without a hit so far, as that one misses for ball 3. Him and Wilson Rubion. Here comes a 3-0 pitch from Austin Allen. And the windup in there, strike 1, fastball on the outside edge. Now, if I'm Cruz Taylor, I'm letting that bat sit on my shoulder until the cobwebs grow. A guy who's never pitched before comes in. You're ahead 3-0. Here's the 1 pitch now, and that one in there, strike 2 on the outside edge, and now is when things start getting serious as the count is now full. Cruz Taylor cannot believe that call. Eric Swift and Connor Lloyd, tonight's umpires. It's the third straight series that the Sabre Dogs have had these two umpires, and they have done a solid job. 3-2 pitch. Inside, that one will miss for ball 4. He has reached on a error, a hit by pitch, and now a walk, which will bring up Chauncey Callier. He is 1 for 2 with 2 hit by pitches, 2 steals, and 2 runs.
Number 13, Nick.
Correction, we now have a pinch hitter, Nick Mastoni, coming in. So we'll, that means there's a new first base coach, and that's maybe Chase Grillo, of all people, a pitcher for the Sabre Dogs. Is that one? Check swing, foul tip for strike 1. Chase Grillo, freshman from Spokane Falls Community College.
Ask is a locally owned and operated gym that has been in business for 14 years.
We're taking a look at Nick Mastoni's numbers. Batting 5 for 20 on the year in his 5 starts, batting .250, 3 runs, 2 RBI, and a stolen base. His first plate appearance in the second half. That one missed. That one is in there for strike 2. Here's the pitch. In the air, and that will be out of play. We'll keep it 0-2. So I had my second half stats written down, and those are gonna have to change after the standings moved. Fortunately, I was able to save the stats from yesterday, and I have those entered into my computer. Sabre Dogs are 14-11 in the month of June. That one, a swing and a miss, strike 3 on a breaking ball. They're down to first, and Chris Taylor will slide in for the final out, and he gives a little fist bump as he flips his helmet to Chase Grillo, and that will end the inning. So the Sabre Dogs lead it 12-2 going into the top of the 8th. We'll be right back. Sabre Dogs Baseball, 1390 RC. Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the one call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe. Cody Waters out for his second frame. As in his first inning, he had 3 ground outs. We now have Josh Pano playing shortstop and Mastoni playing third base. The field will stay the same. So that will bring up Rob Meidel, currently 0 for 2. Was 0 for 1 yesterday with 3 walks and has a walk so far today. Wind up in the pitch from Cody Waters. Down in the dirt to the catcher from Minnesota State, Mankato. Here's a 1-0 pitch. That one misses for ball 2. 2-0 pitch. Now a grounded foul down the first base side. Made the count 2-1. Sabre Dogs have been holding steady with great hitting and solid pitching. It's Hunter Rubidoux looking to get his second win as a Sabre Dog, as he is done with the team after tonight. He'll head back and get focused for his upcoming season at Montana State Billings U. 2-1 pitch. Slider, that one comes through the back door into the strike zone for strike 2 to even the count. Now approaching the 8 o'clock hour. I'm playing for 2.5 hours. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Vinyl down on strikes for the second time tonight. Waters with his first K of the day. So now batting is Parker Borg, who is 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 2 runs. He has the only runs for the Hotshots tonight. Was brought in on an RBI single by Ryan Olson in the second inning, and a sacrifice fly in the 6th by Ian Von Wall as the first pitch is in there, strike 1.
Fans, be aware that after this half inning is over, all alcohol sales will be ceased. Last call for alcohol.
0-1 pitch. That one misses up and in. Give the count at 1-1. See if the Sabre Dogs don't want to go with Waters for the rest of the game. Try to give him some of his confidence, as the 1 inning of 3 strikeout work on the other night against the Whiskey Jacks on Wednesday definitely helps. That one misses. Make it 2-1 as he's retired his first 4 hitters. 2-1 count. Breaking ball hit slowly towards Cody Waters was an unsure swing, and underhands it to Bo McClintock for out number 2. Now we'll bring up Joe Guidry. 0 for 2 on the day with 2 Ks. And was thrown out at second base after reaching via a walk. Guidry wants time and giving some extra time to get ready. From the windup, here's the pitch from Waters. And that one misses for ball 1. Sabre Dogs' next game will be tomorrow, doubleheader versus the Whiskey Jacks. Next home game will be on July 3rd. Against, guess who? The Whiskey Jacks. This one, a lazy fly ball in right field, caught by Cruz Taylor for out number 3. So 6 up, 6 down for Cody Waters. And that will send us to the the bottom of the 8th with Bo McClintock, Alex Hay, and Todd Courtney coming up. We'll be right back.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Sabre Dogs lead 12-2 going into the bottom of the 8th with Bo McClintock, Alex Hay, and Tyler Courtney coming up. Jared Slepeny coming to you live from Corbett Field. It has been all Sabre Dogs here in this game as they start out with a solo shot in an RBI double by Chauncey Callier in the first, and then a solo shot by Alex Hay in the second. Hotshots got a run in the top of the first to tie the game at the time, and then in the bottom of the third, things got ugly. 8 runs for the Sabre Dogs, and then 2 more in the bottom of the 6th to really hammer things home. As it will be Austin Allen back out on the mound for the Hotshots. So it will be Bo McClintock and then Sam Powers. That will be coming in, and then Preston Henley also squaring to come up eventually in this inning, hopefully, as he'll be the fourth hitter up. Austin Allen getting some extra pitches in as that last on-field promotion took a little bit longer than it usually does, but no worries. Not in any hurry here.
The first baseman, number 32.
So McClintock comes to the plate. 1 for 4. A single, 2 runs, and a stolen base. Went 1 for 4 yesterday. First pitch. That was a check swing. He went around for strike 1. McClintock batting .381 on the season. Now calling time is Bo. Stands in from the back portion of the batter's box with his right foot on the paint. 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, even the count 1-1. Sabre Dogs likely to improve their record to 11-7 at home and finish the month of June 15-11. Swing and a miss. Big cut, falls over on top of the home plate, making the count 1-2. Sabre Dogs will be 6-3 against the Hotshots after today and 16-10 against Lewis Division opponents. Here's the 1-2. That one misses away. Even the count at 2-2. Sabre Dogs needing to capitalize on the fact that they play the Wissy Jacks 6 times in a row coming up. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3 for his 3rd K of the day. Sabre Dogs would love to come out of that stretch with a full 6-game sweep, possibly 5 games. Anything worse than that, I think you're a little frustrated with yourself. Especially when you have 8 games coming up against the West Nebraska Pioneers before and after the All-Star break. And by that, I mean directly before and directly after the All-Star break. First pitch. In the air towards right field. Base hit for Sam Powers. Powers has 13 hits of the season. Just below the Mendoza line at 197. That should put him over. That'll bring up Austin Reno coming in to pinch hit for Tyler Courtney. First pitch misses for ball 1. So Tyler Courtney's day is done. He finishes 1 for 2 with a double, an RBI, and a run. Alex Hay is also done. He is 3 for 4. 2 singles and a home run. Now misses outside, ball 2. And as for Johnson Callier, his day is done as well. He is 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. 1 for 3 with 1 double and 2 hit by pitches. 2-0 pitch. In the air towards right field, hooking, and that will be foul. It'll now be 2-1. "13 hits for the Sabre Dogs tonight. Another great hitting performance for the Sabre Dogs. Also another great pitching performance. Things just really going well for the Sabre Dogs right now. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That one in the dirt gets away from the catcher Rob Meidel, and that will allow Sam Powers to advance to second. A 3-1 count upcoming to Austin Reno. So Austin Allen sets. and delivers. That one is hit past the diving shortstop, Mason King, for a base hit. And that one desperately needed as Austin trying to get his confidence back as he has struggled just a little bit since his injury as he picks up hit number 12 of the season. As prior to that hit, he's batting 183. So Powers advances to third, and Reno reaches via a single. So Justin Henley will come to the plate. The switch hitter will hit right for this at-bat. First pitch in the dirt for ball one. Bell working from the stretch with runners on the corners with one out. Sabre Dogs with a 12-2 lead here in the bottom of the eighth. That one hits out of play. Off the net and into the parking lot. Now leaving the count at 1-1.
They take pride in the quality of their work.
Justin Henley already an RBI single, trying to add on to that. Here's 1-1 pitch. That one misses up for ball two. So a couple of NBA transactions. First off, the Heat trade for Jimmy Butler. Also, the 76ers get Al Horford, 4 years, $109 million. Not quite sure if he's worth that much considering his age. That one misses outside, ball three. So here comes a 3-1 count. That one in there for strike two on the outside corner. Switch hitter from Emmanuel College. And speaking of Emmanuel College, the Sabre Dogs are getting a new pitcher, Colton Bridges, from that same school. Came in today. 3-2 pitch, hit in the air towards right field. Heading foul, and it will be caught by the diving right fielder, Colton Cox. And wow, what a play in right field, as Sam Powers will stay at third and Reno will stay at first.
Pinch hitting for your Sabre Dogs, number 8, Hunter.
So Hunter Holland will come to the plate and pinch hit for Wilson Rubion, who finished the day 0 for 3 with an RBI walk and a run.
Yo, soy, hula!
First pitch. That one's fouled out of play for strike one. Hunter Holland coming into today, batting 8 for 51 with a 157 batting average. However, he has 11 RBI and 10 runs. It's like I've been saying, he doesn't get a whole lot of hits, but when he does, they're usually in clutch scenarios with runners in scoring position. Now Holland wants time. Adjusting to something on his face, maybe something with his eyes. Now stands back in.
Sleep in lineup, where everyone dreams better.
0-1 pitch. Now misses inside. Moving to his left is Rob Meidel. And he scoops it up.
What? No.
Runners staying on the corners, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Not a whole lot of offense since that 8-run bonanza in the bottom of the 3rd. 2 runs in the 6th for the Sabre Dogs and 1 in the 6th for the Hotshots. That one in there, strike 2 on the outside corner, and I mean he's been calling that all night long. To be fair, even if that one isn't in the strike zone. He sets and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Hunter Holland picks up strikeout number 20, which is the second most on the team. So we will head to the top of the ninth. Sabre Dogs will try to finish this one off. They lead 12-2. We'll be right back with Sabre Dogs Baseball, 1390 KRRZ.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader. Attention Sabre Dogs fans, July 15th is the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby, brought to you by Visit Minot. Watch the best sluggers in the league duke it out for first place. Want to know where the best eateries are in town? Visit Minot.org. Want to find where the best hotels are? Visit Minot.org. Trying to find the perfect place to shop and see the latest events in Minot? You know the drill. Visit Minot.org. Visit Minot is a proud supporter of the Sabre Dogs and a sponsor of the 2019 Expedition League Home Run Derby. Check out visitminot.org today.
iHeartRadio.
910 AM KCJB is Minot's heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country favorites. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and information station.
Sabre Dogs lead at 12-2 going into the top of the ninth, and Cody Waters will finish this one out for the Sabre Dogs. And once again, Drew Pollum is not going to get into this game. Really unfortunate. He's told me multiple times that he's really wanted to come in and pitch. He'll take on Dylan Johnson, Ian Vonwald, and Ryan Olson. He's DHing this evening. He's 0 for 3. Reached via fielder's choice back in the 6th. That one swing and a miss, strike one.
Now playing at second, number 5, Austin Moreno. Now playing in left field, number 8, Hunter Holland. And now moving over to center, number 11, Cruz Taylor.
So if you got all that, it is going to be Austin Moreno at second. It is Philip Childs in left, Cruz Taylor in center, and Yoso Ahula, Hunter Holland in right field. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Cody Waters. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Oh, no, we got a piece of it. Not a mistake. It'll be a foul ball, and it will stay 0-2. Cody Waters has retired his first 6 hitters. 4 via the ground out, 1 on strikes, and 1 with a fly out. 0-2 pitch, once again, that one misses low and away. Gets past catcher Justin Henley. We will go ahead and try that again with 2 strikes. So here's the 1-2. That one misses inside to even the count at 2-2. Check on the scores for one more time during the game. Oh my goodness, this Badlands West Nebraska game is now 22-10 in the bottom of the 7th. As that one misses inside, make the count full. Hastings beats Fremont, final score 6-2. Casper beats Spearfish on the road 7-2, so now West Nebraska stands alone for the time being. Here's a 3-2. In the air towards center field, coming in is Cruz Taylor, and he will have it for out number 1. So as of right now, West Nebraska is 2-0, and Spearfish is 2-1. It looks like they will both be 2-1 after this Badlands West Nebraska game finalizes. As that game, again, 22-10 in favor of the Big Sticks in the bottom of the 7th. And then the Trappers beating the Whiskey Jacks 13-1. So Ian Vonwall comes up to the plate for the Hotshots. That one in there, strike 1 from Cody Waters. Vonwall is 0 for 1 with a sac fly and a walk. 0-1 pitch. Check swing, that ended up being more of a full swing, kind of half and half. Went around is all that matters. It is now 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider. Strike 3. Nasty stuff. Second strikeout of the day. So 8 up, 8 down for Waters. So the Hotshots are down to their final out as they trail by 10. As Ryan Olson comes to the plate. He is 1 for 3. Had an RBI single back in the top of the 2nd. Last time the Hotshots had a shot at being in this game, as that one misses inside for ball 1. Just 6 hits. That's it for the Hotshots. That's how many that they got yesterday. Is that one fouled back onto the grandstand and caught by pitching coach Justin Mulvaney. Now 1-1 count coming up for Ryan Olson, second baseman. That one misses. Make the count 2-1. Olson goes to New Mexico State University. 2-1. Swing and a miss. One of 3 Hotshots that play college baseball in the state of New Mexico, with Landon Cody, last night's starter, and Daniel DeRazzo, last night's right fielder, playing for the Lobos, University of New Mexico, as that one misses for ball 3. Count is now full. We got 2 Lobos and an Aggie for the Hotshots. Now their final strike. Here's the 3-2. Breaking ball in there. Strike 3, and that ends it. 3 strikeouts. 9 up, 9 down for Cody Waters, and what a way to end the game. Sabre Dogs win at final score 12-2. We'll have an interview with a couple players coming up after the break. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ. Sabre Dogs win it. Final score 12-2 back here on 1390 KRZ. I am Jared Sleppy. And let's take a look at today's stats. First from the Hub City Hotshots. Mason King went off with going 0 for 4. Jake Anderson was 2 for 4. Rob Meidel was 0 for 3 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Parker Borg was 2 for 4 with 2 runs. Joe Guidry 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Dylan Johnson was 0 for 4. Ian Von Wald was 0 for 2 with an RBI and 2 strikeouts. Ryan Olson was 1 for 4 with an RBI and 2 strikeouts. Colton Cox was 1 for 3 and a strikeout. As for the Hub City pitchers, it was Avery Stevens led the way with 2 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 7 earned runs, 2 walks, and 3 Ks. RJ Gonzalez then came in for 3 2/3, went 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, and 4 Ks. And then Austin Allen finished the day with 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Coming up after the break, we'll have Alex Hay, who joins me in the booth. We'll be right back.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio
Sabre Dogs win it. Final score is 12-2. I'm here with Alex Hay, with 3 for 4 with 3 RBI. How you feeling after that performance?
Feel pretty good. Good day for the whole team, so I feel good about it.
Great to hear, and you had that solo shot back in early on in the game. What was it like when that ball went off your bat? Because you told me that didn't really feel like that was going to go out.
Yeah, I mean, I hit it. I knew I'd hit it good in the gap. So, I thought it was just going to be a double off the wall, and like they dove for it towards the wall, and I saw the umpire just throw up his hands like it was like a safe call, like a double, and then they got up and there was no ball. So it's like, okay, I guess I hit it over. So, but it felt really good off the bat. I'm happy to finally get into one.
Yeah, it definitely threw me off too while I was making my call. I thought it was off the wall or something happened like that, and then he threw up that safe sign. I was like, okay, so it's a ground rule double maybe, but regardless. And then Mason Denison also had a solo shot. Tell me a little bit about what you were thinking as soon as that ball went out.
Oh, it was a laser. It was a laser. He's such a good player, and we've been working on hitting all day and all season pretty much. And so he's a great athlete and just a phenomenal player, and it was really good to see. So.
Yeah, Mason's 6 for 8 in his last 2 games now, and you guys are really starting to hit the ball really well as of late. Tell me about what that change has been like.
Oh man, it's the old Sabre Dogs that I know and love. We didn't have the start that we really wanted to in the first half. So, but now we're starting to show up, and we're starting to come together more as a team, and really starting to put good at bats together, and our defense and pitching is outstanding. So
Sabre Dogs are now 3-0 in the second half. Sabre Dogs win here 12-2. I'm here with Alex Hay. So about the pitching, it's been really good as of late. I mean, the transition from, they'll have a couple bad days. I mean, there's never really a stretch where they have a bunch of bad days in a row. Tell me what it's been like being able to put up great amounts of runs and hits, as well as having that great pitching.
Oh, it's lights out. When you can combine like what we did today with our pitching like we did today, it's a guaranteed win. And not everyone's going to come out here with their best stuff every day, but that's the game of baseball, and that's what you love about it, is that it's always the next day that you can play. So, but it's really good. We had a great day today. So.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, Alex.
Thank you.
Sabre Dogs win 12-2. We'll be right back after these messages.
Thank you.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Sewers River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Sewers River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Sewers River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
Back here at Corbett Field for the last time tonight, Sabre Dogs win 12-2 over the Hub City Hotshots. They now are winners in their past 5 straight games. Their longest win streak to date, as they are now 3-0 in the second half and a overall record of 18-14. Let's take a look at some of the stats from the Sabre Dogs tonight, leading off with Phil Childs, who went 2 for 5 with 2 RBI, a double, and a strikeout. Mason Dennison, he had a nice long line. He went 3 for 5 with an RBI and 2 runs, with a home run, 2 strikeouts, and a stolen base. Bruce Taylor was 0 for 3 with a run. Johnson Callier finished his day going 1 for 2 with 2 runs, an RBI, a strikeout, a double, and 2 Ks on the day. Nick Mastoni was 0 for 1 with a K. Will McClintock was 1 for 4 with a run, 3 strikeouts, and a stolen base. Alex Hay was 3 for 4 with 3 RBI, 2 runs. And Sam Powers was 1 for 1 with a single. Tyler Courtney was 1 for 2 with an RBI, a run, and a double. Austin Reno was 1 for 1, came in relief for Courtney. Justin Henley was 1 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Wilson Rubion was 0 for 3 with an RBI. And Hunter Holland was 0 for 1 with a strikeout. On the mound was Hunter Rubido. He got the start, his final start of his Sabre Dogs career, at least for this year. 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, and 5 Ks. As for Cody Waters, he came in relief for the remaining 3 innings. No hits, no walks, no earned runs, and 3 Ks for the big man from the University of Mobile. So once again, it was a run in the first, a run in the second, 8 in the third, 2 runs in the sixth, and that completed their 12 runs, which is the second most they have gotten here at Corbett Field, only behind their performance on Thursday against the Whiskey Jacks. They got 17 runs. So until July 1st, tomorrow, we will be on the air at 1:15 p.m. local time, or Central Time, from Brandon, Manitoba, on the YouTube page of the Service Valley Sabre Dogs. So we hope you join us there, as the Sabre Dogs YouTube page is the only place you can catch real games, at least called by me. So until tomorrow, this is Jared Sluppy from Corbett Field in Minot, North Dakota, signing off. Go Sabre Dogs.